I don't care if Amir is yelling, "You're on fire, Kratos." It'll pass. All night if you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Time Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the beach. Smoke me out, fam, with all the dankest of dank shit on my left. Your boy Blue.
Bananas without a B is pineapples. Google it.
It is actually. Yeah,
hey,
we're the
all
only
right,
ones.
all right. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, chocolate out on the threes and fours, Chronos.
I'm officially bipedal again. I'm just saying, it's nice.
You like what was that? What was the Metal Gear one?
Rex?
Bipedal? Yeah, Rex. Yeah.
Look at that off the dome.
Yeah. He was mobile. He was mobile.
I need to go back and play, you know what? I'm going to start it off kind of weird. Actually, no. No, I'll have to fucking talk about it. I think that some of the older games that we've been playing, I think that I would think about this with like God of War. We're playing this and everybody's thinking like God of War is like just like the greatest, blah, 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 blah. Don't get me wrong. The latest God of Wars are fucking dope. I love them a lot. They're still like, top 5 games of all time for me. But then I actually was remembering, I was going back and watching like old videos of the old God of War games, and they were really fucking good. And then I decided to get the God of War 3 remastered, and I started playing, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I started remembering like shit that I wish was in the new God of War games. Yep. That I think that people, they don't understand that were in the old ones. Like the multiple, even though this, the latest God of War games have 3 weapons, but in the old God of War games, you got a bunch of weapons, plus a bunch of magic, and like a whole bunch of other options that just they are not in the new God of War games.
I'll go one step further. I mean, they were bloody and they had a whole bunch of fucking titties and fucking like that was definitely part of Kratos' personality. He would you would press X square circle and you would
get it done.
Fucking some Greek goddesses.
Even the PlayStation Plus version of our PlayStation Plus God of War also had sex going on in there. So
I will say, I mean, there's definitely no sex in the new God of War games, but I think the gore is actually better in the new God of War games. Because some of the fucking deaths that you do to these people on a regular basis are brutal. Like in the latest one, where when you're fighting the werewolf things, the way you kill them, I was like, oh, like what the fuck, man? Like they literally like you punch them in the face and then you grab them by like their lower jaw and you just rip them down from like their face to their fucking nads and then just like knock them over. I'm just like, bro, that was like you went hard as fuck on this dude.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. I would love nothing more, especially in this world of a whole lot of really good remakes, for Konami to get their shit together with the blessing of Hideo and re-release Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5. That's
what I was thinking of too. Like I was just trying to every now and again, I will see because one of the good things about Facebook is like I always go through memories every single day to see like what happened, and now it's like 13, 14 years old. I can go back 13, 14 years, which you couldn't do that easily before Facebook, to be honest. And I was going through like some of the videos of like Metal Gear Solid 5, and man, that game was a fucking masterpiece. I just remember like going through and just like getting like your gear set up and like either sneaking through or just going ham on motherfuckers, and the whole Fulton method was just fantastic. Just fucking chef's kiss for that game.
Yeah. I'll even say this. One of my biggest concerns is that some games like Metal Gear Solid 4, which I loved just as much, is landlocked on PS3. That shit never came out on the 4. That shit never came out on the 5. It, to my knowledge, is not even out on fucking PC unless you emulate some shit. It's landlocked.
Yeah, and that game was like really underrated. I think one of the reasons why it was underrated is because it was supposed to be a launch title for the PS4, and it didn't come out for like another 2-3 years. But that was like one of the first games where like we talked about, which is weird for me because when I played it, I was in Iraq. But they started talking about like PMCs, like private military companies, and like getting really deep into fucking like contractors and shit, and like how contractors just like took over the world as far as like wars go. I was like, this is interesting. As I'm getting paid a fat ass fucking contractor's paycheck,
Yep. Dude, and I'm gonna fucking confess like a dumbass because this was like what 08, 09, somewhere in there, 07, whatever the fuck year it was. this was my first exposure to fucking nanotech. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
this is making Snake old, and what the fuck is going on? Let me look this shit up. Oh, this is real? Goddamn, Hideo, you're a fucking genius. You know?
Yeah. Well,
ahead of its
before
time.
we continue, let me just do the quick little things that we normally do. First in the chat would be Warrior Fella. What's going on, fam? My daughter's in there as well. Patrick's up in there, and I think that's it for now that I've chatted so far. Listener of the week would be Daniel. Thank you very much for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Now we can get on with the regular thing. Sorry, kind of went out of context usually.
We had to talk about Metal Gear and God of War. Fuck it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
there's not that time to talk about that. You talk about
Really?
boy.
Necessary.
Also on God of War news, they announced today Amazon Studios has officially announced that there will be a God of War show coming to Amazon.
Live action.
Live action.
Yeah.
And so now it's like who's gonna play, Kratos. And I know Christopher Judge
Well,
already threw his hat in, and a whole bunch of other folks have
Isn't
too.
Netflix making an animation version or animated version
I
of
don't know.
God of War?
I don't know. All I know is that it's on Amazon videos or whatever, so I'll be able to watch it hopefully before it comes out. So I think if when it comes out, we'll have to do a watch party for the before it comes out. Like we'll have to.
Yeah, my obviously really exciting news. There's no trailer or anything yet. They still got to do some casting. They just kind of announced it, which is cool. Although I know a lot of newer gamers started like in 2018. Some of them started with Ragnarok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody did that today. I was like, first time playing God of War, and they started Ragnarok. I was like, huh. All right.
Yeah, you will not, I repeat, will not get the context. Even if you watch a little backstory and some YouTube, you're not going to get everything. But my biggest, not concern, but, kind of raising of an eyebrow was I wonder if they're going to go back to Greece because it's so important for who Kratos is.
It's like his backstory.
I don't think you can start with Norse Greece or Norse Kratos. I really don't.
Well, people understand like the significance of the reason why he's so fucking ashy because it's literally ash, and it's literally the ashes from his dead wife and daughter that he murdered by accident.
Yeah, you need to get that context, and I don't just want it in a 60-second flashback. Like that's, you know what I mean. You need all that context, and then the other thing is, why does he have this red paint on him? Well,
yeah. And also,
if you don't know what Spartans are, you're gonna learn.
Yeah, and I think people also they don't recognize the significance of him like toning it down and like not being as rageful because I think most people forgot, me included, up until like recently. I remembered that Kratos is responsible for killing millions of people just through his rage, not even like on purpose, just because he didn't give a fuck. Like I remember, like in the beginning of God of War 3, the first thing he does is murders Poseidon, and in the moment he murders him, within like the first 10 minutes, he kills millions of people because when he kills Poseidon, it causes a massive flood and it just wipes out fucking everybody on Earth. And then later on, he kills Helios, which there goes the fucking sun, and then he kills what's the other guy's name? The guy that takes fucking souls, and it's just like
Hades.
Not Hades. Yeah, it was Hades. Yeah, I think so.
Hades, Morpheus, he kills everybody.
Yeah, he just the amount of people that he just murdered and like the consequences that came because of that. And it's also, I think, detrimental to him. I had a conversation with Patrick about this. I think that it'd be spoiling shit for Prodigy. So I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but I think that Kratos is getting weaker, and it's for a reason that's hinted to in the game. And I think if you complete the whole game, you'll understand why he needs to go a certain way in like the next game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely have picked up on him not only looking older, but being a little slower, a little weaker or whatever, but obviously still very, very powerful. But let me keep going with the game and see where I am towards the end. 'Cause I'm like 15, 16 hours in now.
Yeah.
Back in May, they had announced that it says Netflix and Amazon working on God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn show.
Yeah.
So maybe Amazon or Netflix is going to make Horizon Zero Dawn and Amazon's doing God of War, obviously. But it looks like there's also going to be a Gran Turismo.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
TV show coming out.
It's a great time to be alive if you're a nerd.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be live action, just a bunch of racers.
I'll say this with Horizon. If you wanted to, Horizon could be one of the most expensive looking shows ever made.
Oh, yeah.
in terms of the CGI and getting things right, in terms of the setting, especially you doing it live action, you could be on some James Cameron Avatar level of CGI if you wanted to put that level in, just because of the dinos and the world alone on Horizon.
Yeah.
Don't know what they'll do, but I'm sure they won't, first season break the bank, but that could be expensive as fuck from a production standpoint.
And they got money though.
If it's live action.
We shall see. Yeah, but I'm definitely excited. I want to see more. The one who I haven't heard any news about at all in a long ass time, I think all of calendar year 2022, is, remember there was finally supposed to make a Metal Gear Solid movie with Poe Dameron from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I haven't heard shit about that in a long time.
Neither have I, but I mean, this is one of the cool things about being alive today is that there is so much fucking content out there. It's like, you take your time and take as much time as you need for any project anybody needs right now. You need to be able to take as much time as you need to make whatever you're going to make as good as possible, because I think that today they're definitely not appreciative of like half-finished products anymore. I mean, like look at Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. I mean, the game was good, but it was riddled with fucking bugs. They definitely could have, pushed it back, but for a while they could have pushed it back by a fucking year. I wouldn't have cared, because it would have been a legit contender for Game of the Year had it not been for all the bugs and technical issues with the game. And there's like a lot of shit that's like that. It's like, I mean, I always talk about I talked about recently about how open world games seem to be like the best, the last generation, because there was very little to no bugs or technical issues. But then, Elden Ring comes out. That's a legit open world game. And I don't know how much time it took them to make it, but it just shows that if you are willing to not sacrifice on things, you can still make a good open world games that is still technically, capable. And I think that all these studios they're just rushing for like no reason. It's like, there's enough game studios out there and enough games for us to all enjoy them. You putting it out whenever, it's like, all right, well, like we no longer have like the summertime slowdown for games. We're getting good games every fucking month, if not every fucking week of the year. So just take your fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, part of the issue though is obviously corporate worlds, corporate studios that have, their bottom line and their fiscal year bullshit of, we want you to release it early. Look at Cyberpunk 2077.
That's what Patrick said.
I was loud on this fucking podcast talking about CD Projekt Red just based on the greatness of The Witcher 3, which again, one of the best great games of all time. I was like, okay, CD Projekt Red is going to make another masterpiece with Cyberpunk 2077. They rushed it literally because they did all that crunch shit and they wanted to release it that fiscal year to make their books look all great, and it shit the fucking bed. I've never seen a AAA title to this day that they've removed from the PlayStation Store.
Yeah,
pretty much at launch.
That's embarrassing.
Like, that's unfucking precedented.
Well, they did that too with No Man's Sky. I mean, the game for being pulled.
It didn't get pulled.
Mm-mm.
It didn't get pulled.
I thought they pulled it. They pulled it on Steam, or were they just refunding people their money?
They refunded money, yeah, and that was that became sort of an issue, but they didn't pull it. And the Cyberpunk thing, that's a perfect example of just like take your especially because CD Projekt Red up until that point didn't make a bad game.
Nope.
They had a perfect track record, and then all of a sudden they decided to just rush it for whatever reason, and it's just like, why are you rushing it, man? Just like chill the fuck out. Like, you're all right.
And the other thing, again, just to further shit on them, remember earlier that same year of their launch, they were talking that bullshit about, it's going to have online and campaign and all this stuff. Like, they flat out
they took features out.
Lie.
Yeah. With a wall run and all this other crazy shit, and they took all that stuff out. Yeah.
So, take your time. And then the other one I want to mention. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For Cyberpunk 2099, was that because the new consoles were out? Like they weren't, because I know originally it was supposed to be on for both the older generation and a new generation, but it only came out for the PS5.
No. It came out for the
Was it
older
new?
ones, and it was
Four.
fucking terrible.
I was on 4 too.
It was
Oh,
on
okay.
the 4 and the
But yeah, it's also
Xbox.
available on the PC as well, and
Yeah,
that was
but
crap.
those are the ones for like the the PS4 and the Xbox. I forget what they were called back in the day.
One.
Xbox One, yeah,
Yeah.
They were terrible. Like they were literally unplayable from launch.
Yeah, just awful. And the other one I want to mention too, again, when we're talking about the rushed fucking product, earlier this year, I was hyped as fuck for Dying Light 2. I loved the first one. You know, it sold like gangbusters. It had all that DLC and content. That shit was so buggy, you couldn't literally get online to play with people. One of the best parts about that game. The co-op wouldn't even fucking work, and you had to restart missions. So, you know, and you saw I didn't get nominated for shit.
Nope.
In terms of the, you know, so
It didn't even get a Raspberry. That's how bad it was.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So we shall see. Kronos, you said you getting a little, you're more mobile. You can put some weight on it.
Yeah, I got the okay finally to use my right foot again with a boot on, so I have to wear like this giant boot thing. But I can put some weight on it. I can drive again, which is like a huge plus because not being able to drive for like over a month. Holy shit, it's annoying as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's super annoying. So at least now I can drive. I have to take I left one of my shoes in my car. I have to get to my car, take the boot off, put the shoe on, then drive, then put the boot back on when I get to where I gotta go. It's annoying, but whatever. I wasn't supposed to because I asked the doctor. I was like, hey, to stay in shape, I cycle, and I've been doing it with one foot. Can I use my other foot now? And he's like, well, I wouldn't recommend it because you put a lot of weight on it. I was like, yeah, okay. And then I got home and I was like, you know what? Let me see if this fucking shoe fits on my foot. So it fits. It kind of my foot's a little cramped, but I've been cycling with two legs again, and holy shit, the atrophy with my right leg is crazy. Like I basically got like a baby leg. And
Goddamn.
yeah, my left leg is still doing like a lot of the work, but I'm making sure I'm still doing like low impact rides, nothing crazy. And I bought a bicycle.
Nice.
So
Oh, yeah, you do.
shout out to this. There's a guy named Mike who actually let me grab the bike and I'll talk about it.
All right. Oh, by the way, for anybody looking for Old Ninja, he should be joining us a little bit late. We'll see how that goes. But
Procrastinating somewhere.
in the plan. Yeah. For those of you who are audio only, Cronus is bringing a bicycle into the background right now, like a legit bike.
Specialized.
Yeah, I'm not good at describing bikes. It has two wheels and
Yeah,
gears.
it's black.
It's black. It has tires and a seat, and
Yeah. There's words on it.
yeah, it's a bicycle. That's what I'll say.
Well, it's. I think he said it's a. Can't remember what kind of bike it is. It looks like a street bike, but you can go off road with it.
There you go.
So I was
Gravel
gonna
bike.
do
It's
like
a gravel bike.
I was gonna do like a closer up shot, but I forgot that I have like somebody else's name on the bike, so I didn't want to do a close up shot. So I bought it through eBay. It was kind of an interesting story because I've been trying to get this exact bike for a while now. And the problem is that I wanted to get, because you can get bikes with electronic shifting now, and I wanted to get one that was Shimano because you can use like your thumb on like there's like 4 controls on the bike, and you use your thumb to like swipe through if you have a computer on your bike to like make it easier.
That sounds like a religious holiday, maybe a Jewish or Muslim holiday. What was that? What did you say again?
Shimano. It's
Shimano.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just
A brand of bike gear.
Yeah,
to make
I
bike
celebrate that. I've heard of it. You eat some kind of
stuff.
food.
Exactly.
You know, do some lights or something.
I went to high school with somebody named Shimano.
But yeah, it's like a super cool
Shimano,
system where you can like use your thumb to like swipe through a computer if you have a computer on your bike, which I'm buying. And yeah, so I got it from this guy named Mike who lives actually not far from me because I saw the bike on eBay. I was bidding on another bike, and I got sniped at the last minute, and I was like, "Fuck, that sucks." And then I saw one literally for like the exact price that I was like bidding for on the other one, and I didn't notice that it was semi-local. He was up at Mission Viejo, so I was like, "Oh, like it's not far." So like, yeah, I'll bid on it, and like so I bid on it and won. Went up there and got it, and so I went to go meet the guy, and he rolls up on he had a BMW. I think it was a K series. I'm gonna make sure I have the right thing because it's he has a touring bike, and like right when he rolled up, I was like, oh, like he's my people. Like,
Mhm.
like, and I was like, riding off his bike, I was like, oh, I got S1000RR. He's a cool dude. And I ended up getting like some more stuff off of him because you can get there's a radar system you can get for your bike now, where like literally, yeah, radar. So like as you're riding,
Radar.
if you have a
You
computer
get
on your
speeding
bike,
ticket.
it'll show you if a car something's coming up behind you like fast, and it'll warn you.
Oh shit,
Yeah, that's cool. What's in
that
that?
sounds useful as fuck.
Yeah. And so I was looking up. It was on my list of shit to buy, and he messaged me like the day after I got the bike, and I guess somebody that was gonna get it didn't pay. So I was like, he's like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah." So he emailed it to me, and he mailed me like some financial stuff too, because he's a financial planner, or he's in finance. I forget his actual like job, but he's in finance.
Okay.
And so I still got to read through. Like he actually sent with the radar thing. He sent me like a magazine of like stuff to look through for like finances, because we were talking about like starting up like savings for Riley, like our youngest daughter and stuff like that. So
Nice.
it was like really cool of him to do. So shout out to Mike.
That's cool.
And actually, it's funny because like I was talking about like the podcast like randomly, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what's your podcast?" He wrote it down and gave me like his information about his financial stuff. So
Good shit.
so hopefully he's listening. If he is, thanks for the bike, man. Just dope. I still got some stuff to do to it. I gotta install some power pedals and computer and all that stuff, but all in due time.
Yeah, that shit can add up fast.
Yeah, I was like, after I got it, I was like, I probably got another $2,000 I got to spend to like
Yeah,
get it to. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
pedals alone, it's like I don't know. Depends on what brand and model you get. That could run you up there close to $1,000. Like
Yeah, they
all
have
the other sensors and stuff.
Yeah, they have these ones called Faveros, which are like, what is this, $750, which isn't as bad because like most of them that are dual sided cost like more than $1,000, and these ones like they're reasonable and they work with the cleats that I already have, or the shoes that I already have. So, and then the computer is like $500-$600, so should just not cheap.
God damn. Yep. All right.
I need to jump back on my bike. I haven't rode in a while. I even got a trainer that I haven't used. But just because I don't have the space for it, like I have, I need to clean up my garage so I can make space for it. But yeah, man, I used to ride a lot on this ride, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of those interesting things that once you start doing, you're like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? But like after about like 30 minutes or so, like you just cruising along, just doing your thing. Like you're not even worried about like being tired. You're just enjoying the ride. It's kind of cool, especially when you go to like a real nice area, like a scenic area where you just have a great view. Even like if there's hills or stuff like that, it like doesn't really matter as long as you're like just enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I want to ride up near where Prodigy is, because it's a hilly area, and it's like relatively, because like the bike lanes there are pretty big. There's people that bike up there all the time. One of the cool things about this bike is that it's a carbon fiber bike, and so like I didn't notice until I got it, but like the actual body of it is like it's kind of wide. Because in the down tube there's like this thing called a swat, so it's hollow on the inside. It's like when you can take off the like the bottle carrier, and there's a hole in there with like a little pouch where you can put like all your tools and stuff like inside of the actual bike frame.
Oh shit, that's cool. So a little glove box.
Yeah. Like I knew about it, but I didn't realize how much bigger it made the actual like frame. Because like I thought it was gonna be like kind of like slim, but it's not fucking slim. It's really big, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's not that light. I can pick it up with one hand easily. It's 21 pounds, but it's not like a light like road bike, because you can get some bikes are like finger
ounces.
Yeah, you can pick it up like a finger. So this is not one of them. It's light, but not that light.
I think Old Ninja joined us.
He did.
I think can hear us.
You think I joined? You can't see me. Y'all can't see me.
I don't want to be seeing you, but you can.
Y'all can't see me.
Welcome. Yeah, there's a whole bunch going on. Old Ninja, I know you joined a little late. What you got popping on or going on right now? Are you playing a new game? I heard about a new game or something, right?
There's all kinds of stuff running right now. Yeah. First, y'all do the RIPs while I was on?
No, we didn't do shit, man. We just kind of stopped.
Okay. Sure.
Who's dead? Nobody.
Sure. Yeah, I was playing a new game. I'm playing High on Life, which came out yesterday from Justin Roiland, or actually, I think it's Dan Harmon. Actually, I think
From
Justin
Yeah, Rick
Rick
and
and
Roiland.
Morty,
Morty?
right?
Yeah, the Rick and Morty guys. Um, it's like imagine I don't. Who else has seen Solar Opposites?
I
It's
have.
kind of
I've
like
seen it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So it's like
we talked about it.
yeah, it's like Solar Opposites, and then Rick and Morty like had like a kind of a baby, and then they put you in it. You're just like a bystander. Super weird.
First
Uh,
person, third person. What are we talking about?
it's a first person where like so literally the first 30 seconds of the game you're literally playing like Doom, like the OG Doom, like 1990 Doom, and it has like it has like this instead of a scientist or someone that talks to you, it's like you're the voice lawyer. You have to kill your ex-wife's ex-boyfriends as they try to kill you, and you're trying to divorce her because she hooked up with an alien like hive mind or some shit. So it's like super weird. You have all these dudes like shooting at you. It's literally the tutorial of the game.
Is it
You play through.
16-bit like old school Doom or what?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. 16, maybe eight. It's like 8-bit. Like 8 fucking shit. You have like this guy that sounds like Rick Sanchez telling you, how to play the game. They gonna fuck with you because like, hey, you can jump across his back. Just do a double jump. So you go to do a double jump, you can't do it. He's like, oh shit, my bad. We didn't implement that feature yet. It'll be in part 3. I was like, what the fuck? It's super weird. And then like you when you get through part of like the tough part of the game, and then like someone's tapping you, they're yelling at you to get off the game. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh shit! Hold on, real
You
quick.
turn-
Hold on. There was a sound people could hear. You guys didn't hear it though. My High Blurred is back. You can tell by the ding.
Nice.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has donated. Thank you very
Oh,
much for the
shit.
super chat. We appreciate it, fam. And welcome back to the show.
I did hear it. That's cool. Thanks, my
yeah,
high.
he said we
Just
can
roll
hear it.
time stakes.
Yeah, so like you have as soon as you leave the 8-bit game, you talk to your character's sister, and she's like doing coke off her compact mirror, but she asks you for a hit. So she asks you to take a hit. So when you look at the mirror, you actually get to change your character's look in the mirror. So you get to choose how you look while you're in a coke mirror. It's so it's super fucking weird. So your character, your sister is a white, blonde fucking chick, but you can be like Asian, black, white. I think there's like an old chick and an old lady. Or
He was adopted. Mhm.
yeah, so it's fine. So you can pick your character, and like you don't snort. So your sister calls you lame. Your parents leave, and then your cul-de-sac gets attacked by aliens.
The fuck?
I seen some gameplay where this girl was like she was trying to describe how her gun was talking shit to her or something like that. She paused the game and she wanted to move like her live feed camera so people can see like the gun more. And when she came out and paused the game, I was like, "What the hell are you pausing for? Like there's no reason for you to pause. This is a real life situation." Like it just started going off on her about the fact that she paused the game, and I thought that was fucking funny.
The game does that also if you're idle. If you're idle for too long, like they'll come at you and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? Like, people need saving. People are fucking dying, and you're just sitting there. Like, come on, I know you can do this. Like, what the fuck's happening? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't need all this shit from you." It's hella funny.
What?
Like, yeah. So like, you meet this guy. He has 3 eyes, like 3 tentacle eyes. One of them's like limp or dead. He freeloads on your house because your house comes with you to space. Basically, like the Council Rick type of area, but your house is in it. And this guy, like, he's watching this old 1994 obscure movie called Tammy and the T-Rex. It's literally the entire. You're watching. If you watch it, it's like 30 minutes of this movie with Denise Richards and what's his name, Paul Walker.
Oh shit!
And yeah, it's like I was like sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, is this the whole movie? It's like literally like good 20, 30 minutes of the fucking movie, and you just sit there and watch it with this guy. He's watching like crazy shit when you leave and come back. Like he watched alien porn.
What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
It's fucking crazy. This game is fucking wild. You get this knife, It's called stabbing. He loves stabbing. So he's like, he gets off and he nuts when you kill someone, especially when you execute them. You like kill them, pull up their parts and whatever, and he like busts a huge nut. It's hella fucking wild.
So
You got the stream.
I heard there was
Go
there was a patch today already that toned down how much they like talk.
Oh, so it lets you toggle that.
Mm.
You can toggle how much they talk versus just let them talk just mission based stuff or let them banter. So you can toggle that, I guess. So it's fucking wild.
You got the stream out.
I played for an hour and it was fucking wild.
And I actually, so I was talking to old Ninja earlier about, finally picking up an Xbox Series X because I want to play this. And I want to play, Halo so I can properly shit on it again. But I was looking and apparently it's on Steam. So I was like, oh, is it on Steam Deck? Yes, it is. You can get it on Steam Deck. Apparently it's playable, but there's an issue with possibly smaller text, which I'm like, I'm fine with that. So it's download. It should be done downloading right now. I'll probably play it sometime tomorrow. I've been looking forward to playing more on my Steam Deck because I actually got Final Fantasy VI on my Steam Deck, which is a huge nostalgia factor for me, which is one of the best RPGs, if not the best RPG of all fucking time. Fight me.
What,
There you go.
what's the title one more time though?
Final
High
Fantasy.
on Life.
No,
High on-
this one. Sorry.
Yeah, it's high on life. It's fucking. It's just weird.
You ever heard about it before?
No, I haven't heard. This is my first.
Oh.
You know what? I'm sorry. You guys, we mentioned it on the show a long time ago. I didn't catch the name back then though.
Yeah.
You said it was like basically a Rick and Morty game,
It
And
is. Yeah.
and this is the
It
same
is.
one. Yeah.
It's so
It looks
like
like-
you're Gunn and Morty, and he just talks to you all the time about like, what you're supposed to do, and what you shouldn't do, like kill children, and you do it anyway. And he's like, "What the fuck? There goes the E for everyone rating. You just killed a kid." I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" It's so
It's
fucking
interesting.
wild.
It looks like this game won't ever be on the PS5.
It's fine. We can't get everything.
PC exclusive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
I got
Fucking
Steam.
funny and dope though.
yeah, I mean, we're
Yeah,
winning the PS5 is winning the console war, so okay. I mean,
This game is-
did you notice what you didn't see at the Game Awards this year?
oh no,
Sing-
Xbox.
a
Nothing.
single goddamn Xbox exclusive.
Nah, some of them are mad. Some of them folks are real mad because
Yeah, it was co-
there was a prediction that there would be some stuff, Starfield something, but
Nothing.
not a goddamn thing.
Well,
It
this
is-
game is as good as the VR games that the creators of Rick and Morty made. Because there's a game called The Count 1 and 2, and there's also a Rick and Morty VR game that's out, and that shit fucking hilarious. So if there's anything like that, this game's definitely a hilarious game from the get go.
Dude, this shit is fucking wild. Your weapons talk shit to you, but they want to kill. So it's super fucking weird. And there's a 94, like, obscure fucking Denise Richards, Paul Walker movie in the game. There's alien porn that's like, you're like, you don't know it's porn, but you can tell there's porn because the guys watching it's like getting off. It's so
All I know
fucking-
is Denise Richards, 90s
Back
Denise
in the day.
Richards.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was some badness right there.
Yeah, that's why I stopped to watch it. I was like, what the fuck is happening right here? And I just kept watching this shitty ass movie. But it's fucking hilarious though. It's so wild. This game is fucking wild. I beat my first boss. It's pretty entertaining. Like there's a hidden second boss who's all tied up, and you can choose to let her go, I guess, or you can fuck her up while she's tied.
Damn.
I just stabbed the shit out of her, dead. And it gives you a health bar and everything. It's so fucking
All right,
wild.
you're an asshole.
Oh, you have the choice. You
HR
don't
will
have
be
to
knocking on the door
Yes,
soon.
you have the choice. Hence, why you're an asshole.
Hey, fuck him.
Fuck 'em hard.
Well, when you play the game, you'll know why you can kill her because she's an asshole. She's a bitch herself. So there you go.
Gotcha. All right.
You kill her on
Holy
even
shit.
terms, then.
Pretty much. So
Um,
I twitched it out. You go to twitch.tv/BTI to watch the first hour that I played. There you go.
Good shit. Let's stick with games for just a bit. Over at the Game Awards, there was a whole lot of shit announced. Obviously, Kronos mentioned we didn't have any exclusive Xbox stuff, but we got a new Hideo announcement, right?
Yeah, Death Stranding too.
That's
It's not
fucking-
Metal Gear, but we obviously know Metal Gear is not going to be around. So
Exactly. What'd you think of that? I mean, that was kind of cool.
I mean,
Confirmation.
I remember I think Kay came in and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she was like, "Why is there the babies? Like, what's going on with the babies? Like, why?
Yep.
Why are we in somebody's cooch? Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, what the fuck? This baby's crying blood, and all of a sudden you're coming out of their fucking cooch. Like, what's going on here?" Yeah, it was
It's weird. It's a weird ass fucking game.
but I like that it's. I like that it's weird. I think if you play
Death Stranding was a weird ass fucking game.
any Hideo
Weird.
Kojima game is weird as fuck. I mean, like
Yeah.
all the way back to like even like the first Metal Gear Solids, like the ones that were like back on the old Nintendo, like where it was just like the top down thing was fucking weird. You can hide in boxes. Like who the fucking hide in boxes?
You heal yourself through smoking cigarettes. Don't forget that shit.
Oh, well, that's on the later ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But still, that's wild.
yeah. And I still remember when the first when Metal Gear Solid actually came out on the PlayStation, the first PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I playing the demo disc of that. Oh my god, I was fucking blown away. I think I was working at Software Etc. at the time. And I played it and I was like, holy fucking shit. Like I've never played anything like that before. That was like one of the best demos of all time.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, I need to go back. I only did maybe the first quarter or third of Death Stranding. I need to finish the first one.
Same.
I wasn't sure if they were going to get the sequel or whatever because they were kind of hush hush, but there was just rumor mill bullshit about it. And now that it's confirmed, I'm definitely going to finish the first one. I'm fucking looking forward to it. I really am.
I read that Hideo Kojima had to rewrite the actual the story because what's up?
Because of COVID.
Yeah, because in the first game it was like it kind of predicted like what would happen with COVID.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like what? I'm gonna like not do something like that again.
It's all bad.
This is hilarious.
Yeah,
It's fucking weird, man.
because
And like
that's literally what happened. Like we literally everybody stayed at home, and what do? We all got deliveries and shit like that, a bunch of boxes. Nobody got out. So like literally, he fucking called it.
Mm.
Shit, I was trying to balance in boxes. Fuck everybody else.
Oh yeah. The monsters are dope. I mean, it's weird because you don't get a gun until like I don't know, 6 hours into the game.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? Fucking weird. I'm delivering pizzas and shit. What the fuck? What's happening?
I saw a meme recently that showed like a guy who works for like Domino's delivering pizza, and he's like tired of his job, and he goes home just to play the game of him delivering pizza. He's playing Death Stranding.
That's awesome. I did like when I got the bike though. The bike's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That game is
Motorcycle,
weird because it starts off like the way the game starts off and the way that you end it is like it's almost like two different fucking games. Because like you start off as like this like delivery guy, and then all of a sudden you're getting blood bombs and piss bombs and fucking grenade
Shit bombs.
launchers and shit. And I'm just like, and you're fighting weird ass
fighting giant fucking
Targos.
monsters.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, what is this? Is insane. And the rain
Speaking in
kills you.
tar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All I know is-
like travel through time or some shit. It's fucking
Yep.
weird. It's fucking weird.
You got a
Hideo was
fucking
hitting,
baby down your throat.
Hideo was hitting the greatest weed of all time when he made that fucking game. He was high out of his fucking mind. Respectfully, I love him,
Yeah.
but he was high as fuck.
What's that? Was it ayahuasca? I wonder if he was like
Ayahuasca,
he was
yeah.
tripping on that shit. Like
I don't know.
he went to a fucking realm.
That man was on some shit.
You definitely saw the future though, a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking LSD, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
God
And
damn.
then it's Chris Judd, right? Kratos.
Christopher
what's the
Judge?
actor's name?
What's up?
Christopher
Yeah.
Judge. Yeah.
Christopher Judge. I mean, he gave an awesome. He won for like best actor. I think.
Yeah.
For best
Yeah, best
performance.
Yeah.
Gave a great. I mean, I've liked him as an actor ever since Stargate or
Yeah.
SG-1, right?
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, for those who haven't seen him, huge dude. Like, what is he like? 6'5", 6'6", something like that. He's a fucking monster of a guy. He's on stage. I think Al Pacino's on there or whatever.
You know, doing there. What?
Yeah, but he was just there. He was just like, you gave a great performance. I don't play a whole lot of games, but here's your award. You know what I mean?
So
But it was just kind of cool to hear someone who obviously we associate now with as the voice of Kratos, even though he wasn't from the old games, and he's getting much deserved awards or whatever. What y'all think of this?
Also, like, first of all, I got to mention like his outfit was fucking dope. I'm just saying, he was wearing
All
gold and
gold.
shit. Yeah, that was
Just
awesome.
dope.
Yeah, I think it was cool, but it was funny because I remember like he was giving a speech. I'm like, this is going kind of long, and then all of a sudden the thing started playing. I was like, oh, okay, they get it too. I was like, I thought they're just gonna give him his time, but no, they played him off.
Mm. He
God
kept
They
going.
had the
Like, fuck y'all.
wrap
I'm
it up
afraid of
button.
Holy shit, Christopher Judge is 68 years old.
Damn.
58,
No way.
58. He's
Okay, I was
58
about
years
to
old.
say.
That's
All
still, man. He looks really good for fucking 58. He's almost 60 years old.
Dude, yeah, he's a
Like,
great.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the guy who did the original voice of Kratos was the black guy from Living Single.
Yeah.
That Queen TV show.
T.C. Carson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Was he was also like in Gargoyles, right? Like not he wasn't Goliath, but I think it was somebody else.
Might have been.
Maybe not, never mind.
Might have been. Yeah, Goliath is great the great Keith David.
Yep.
Goliath.
Mm.
Yep. But the other thing that's kind of cool, I mean, he was nowhere as big, you know what I mean, in terms of like, he had a great Kratos voice, but he's just a regular looking guy. This guy feels like he's, you know, Christopher Judge seems like he's huge, you know, way bigger of a man.
Yeah, and he has like, I feel like, you know, Terrence Carson, he has, his anger voice is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that like the rest of his like emotional range with that character, just it wouldn't have fit. You know what I mean? So I understand why they kind of replaced him as Kratos, because I think that there's like a lot of complex like older emotions that are being portrayed by this version of Kratos, and maybe Terrence Carson could have done it, you know, just as well. But I can see why they made the change with like the deeper, because like his voice is like so much deeper and. You know, and that's just the way Christopher Judge's voice is. Like he's just,
It's,
But it's not
yeah,
so.
that's his talking voice.
It's not just his voice that he does the motion capture
yeah.
for Kratos.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, he does.
he worked out for the role so they can put the dots on him to give him the size that they wanted for the game.
But it's not his body though. So
It's not
that
his
goes
body,
to
but
Shad Gaspari, R.I.P. Guy died while saving his son
his son
from drowning.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
super sad
that.
story.
Damn.
it's the guy.
Yeah,
But
that's
still,
I think it's Shad Gaspari, not Gaspari. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure I had that right.
And then
Oh well,
go ahead.
he also does the
Gaspar,
voice
yeah.
of T'Challa in I said it right. God damn it. Yeah. Anyways, he does the voice of T'Challa in Marvel's Avengers in the recent game.
That one seat of Avengers Assemble or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. We got obviously both God of War and Elden Ring killed it. Like they both got the most nominations. They both won first and second total number of awards at this Game Awards. The thing that was fucking weird because Elden got Game of the Year. Miyazaki goes on stage to accept his award and shit. There was a motherfucking, I don't know, 19, 20-year-old fucking kid goes on stage after Miyazaki kind of gives his, like, you know, translated, very, you know, generous, low-key, you know, all the hard work of the studio, blah, 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 very thankful. He goes on stage and says, I want to thank my Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton, and he's cool. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Did y'all see this shit? It went fucking viral.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it. So.
Holy
Was
fuck.
it just some random kid that ran up on there, or is this
Yeah.
was like
Random-
his translator?
It was crazy because
Like,
I
he's
was
an adult,
watching
I
it and
think.
I was like, "Who's this person behind all the Japanese people?" I was like, "Is he like?" And he's wearing like normal ass tennis shoes. I'm just like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Fuck, dude. It was the weirdest fucking. I guess he was trolling. He got arrested afterwards because they don't fucking play around.
Apparently, he did not get arrested.
Oh, they
Yeah,
said he did.
It's rumored that he got arrested, but apparently he did not.
What the fuck?
So
Yeah,
Was
y'all.
that Will Smith?
yeah, I know.
Well, this Will Smith the stage. Yeah.
Super fucking weird. So
He didn't get arrested at all.
Yeah, you can. You know, obviously, you don't want just some random, obviously nothing to do with the studio whatsoever, just showing up on stage. You don't know what the fuck people are capable of.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
that
that
shit
reminds
was
me of
weird.
what was that? There was recently where like some guy went on
Football
stage.
game, right?
No. There's a guy went on stage and had like a knife on him too.
Oh,
it was a
yeah,
gun
yeah.
that had a knife in it or some shit like that, and
Oh,
he
the
attacked.
It was
Chappelle
on
thing.
Chappelle. It was David Chappelle.
Was
He
it
was,
Chappelle?
he was doing a comedy stand-up, and some guy
Yeah.
came up on the stage, and he had like a replica gun that was actually like a knife or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
dude
never
got
know.
tackled.
I don't know what the
And
fuck.
then got his ass beat backstage.
Yeah, that's right. Because
Yeah, he
they
had a
showed
bad
him on
day.
the gurney stretcher. He looked like
Yeah.
one of them Family Guy.
Yeah.
He looked like Yamcha.
Oh, man. I fucking
Oh.
forgot about that shit. Yeah. That wasn't that long ago.
But
But
that was like last year, early this year.
fuck, it could have been, man. This year has been fucking wild as shit.
Dude,
But yeah, that was weird. I'm trying to think of what else they announced in terms of shit.
There's a bunch of shit that's coming that they announced, like Forspoken.
Yeah.
Which,
The crime boss Rocky City.
well, real quick, let me talk
That
about
was-
Forspoken because it wasn't really announced. The only thing that was announced is that the demo was live like that night, and I was like, oh, like that's cool. Like, so I immediately fucking downloaded it because it was like one of those games where it's like it looked interesting, but it looks like it could be easy to fuck up. And so I decided to download it and play it. And actually, I don't know how the story's going to be, but the combat system is actually really interesting. To me, it seemed it didn't click to me at first, only because like you have so many fucking combat options, and you're only getting like there's multiple different like spell schools in the game, and you have access to like 2 spell schools. You get like red magic, and I think it was like green or blue magic or something like that. I think it was green magic. And you can on the fly just like switch back and forth between them, and you have like access to like all these myriad of like. I think from like the jump, you had access to probably like, not exaggerating, probably like 20 to like 35 different kinds of magic. And so like when I first started playing the game, it was like with like the green magic, which is kind of like you're playing kind of like a shooter. Like you like basically project rocks out in a burst. And then and then you can use like another side is like hold them with rocks. And I wasn't feeling that at first. It's like, this seems kind of lame. And then it's like, oh, you can switch over to this whole other like school of magic. And that one was like more melee focused. And so I started using that. And then I saw that, oh, even though it's melee focused, you can also have like, projectiles with this too. And so it's like it's like a really complex combat system. That seems like simple from the jump, but it's really not. So, and certain enemies are vulnerable to certain kind of attacks and like, they resist other kinds of attacks. So, it seemed really cool. It looks fucking gorgeous, like the game. Seriously, I was like really amazed by the graphics. So, go ahead.
I was going to say this is a brand new IP, right? There's never been any of this, right?
Yeah, no, brand new IP, and it's by Square. I think it's Square, right? Pretty sure.
Oh,
It's Square.
I think Squirrel's the poster. I think there's a different developer.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. But I believe it's a PS5 exclusive.
It is.
I remember hearing about it because it was one of the first games to be shown that uses the Unreal 5 engine, and it looks, I mean, fantastic. Yeah, it's a Square Enix game, and the engine, it says Luminous engine, but I'm pretty sure it was the Unreal 5 engine. So, but it's Luminous Productions.
And this is the one with it looked like a black girl as the main, or is she just a character?
She's either black or mixed, but yeah, she's a main character. Yeah.
So we all know if you're mixed, you're still black.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it looked. I remember seeing the trailer. I haven't played the demo quite yet. When does it drop? Next year, early
next year, yeah, January 24th.
Oh shit, that's right around the fucking corner.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have any doubts about the game, just grab the demo if you have a PS5 and play the game. See if you like it or not. And if you're like me and when you first start playing the game, the combat's not clicking for you, just like change your spell school and see if that one clicks a little better. So
good shit.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. There's a bunch of games. So there's Crime Boss Rock City or Rocky City.
It looked like GTA to me.
It does,
Which
but
is fine,
it looks like
yeah.
It looks like 89 GTA with like super 80 stars all up in this fucking game. With Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, what the fuck? Chuck Norris, Danny Trejo. Who else is in this? A bunch of people.
Was it Michael Madsen or something like that?
Oh, Michael. Yeah, Michael Madsen.
Yeah.
There's some other people too. It's like super wild. I was like, what the fuck? It looks like it's a GTA ripoff, but it's got stars in it, like 80 stars. So
It should.
uh, I might be with it.
Yep.
We are talking about Death Stranding 2. There's a DLC for Cyberpunk starring Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I did not expect that at all. I know Idris gave a shit, but he's in it. So
Good.
the Horizon. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, Hades 2 got announced, which I don't know if y'all have played Hades at all, but it was
Yeah.
like one of the best games from like 2 years ago. I think it was 2020. The game was fucking fantastic. Hades 2. It's the same sort of like visual style you play. I think as the guy's daughter. I forget the main character's name, but yeah, that game was so much fucking fun. It's like one of the best roguelike game that I played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
I
about to
remember
get to that.
I put a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I remember playing 80s. That game was great.
Yeah, we got an expansion announcement for Horizon Forbidden West.
Mhm.
So this is a PlayStation 5 exclusive content
Hmm.
type thing. You can't play this on the PS4, so that's gonna be interesting. Same with the Cyberpunk DLC on next gen only,
Yeah.
or current
This one's
gen
a little.
only.
The name for the expansion is a little questionable. It's called Burning Shores. Like, is that a play for about California being on fire all the time?
Maybe
But I don't think it's in
I mean, it says
California. I think it's in
Forbidden West.
it's
What?
in LA.
Oh, is it in LA? Okay.
Yeah, it takes place in LA. So
Good shit.
should be interesting. And then we got we got the Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion.
We knew
That's
about
coming
that,
up.
though. Yeah.
We knew about it, but we got to see a little trailer. We didn't get to see like a huge budget because they had a showcase about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, we already knew it was coming, but it's around the corner. There's a couple of the games that I've kind of the Armored Core 6. Was there ever thought that franchise died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to you guys in the chat about this one. So this is FromSoft's old franchise. Before Demon Souls, before Dark Souls, before Bloodborne, before Elden Ring. Way back in the PS1, PS3 era, they did a ton of these games. They were very Japanese. They were very Japanese. They didn't sell like gangbusters. I am absolutely positive this one, especially based off of how much Elden Ring sold, this will probably be the highest. In fact, it will be the highest selling Armored Core game ever.
Well,
But
yeah, it's pretty easy.
yeah, exactly. I'm saying the other ones were very popular for shit. But the other thing, just so people know, it's not going to be like a Souls game. It really ain't. And they've said that in interviews afterwards, like, this is a different franchise. If you're not familiar with it, either go back and play some of the old ones or just approach it brand new. But it's going to have its own mechanics that are going to be unique. So we'll fucking see.
I think this is a great time to do, mech games. Because, I mean, I used to play, like, Mech Warrior and a bunch of mech games when I was, like, a kid. And they're really fun to play, but I think it's, like, one of those genres, like side-scrollers. Like, just they're just not out there anymore. But they're coming back. I mean, I just saw that, River City Girls 2 just got dropped recently. And that goes, like, that franchise started with River City Ransom. That was back on the Nintendo, back when I was, like, in fucking elementary school. That game was fucking great.
I loved that one. That was the fucking shit. I love that one.
Yeah.
Way old.
I think that they should
PSP.
remake that shit because it was so much fucking fun. They should remake it in the same way they made, the River City Girls. It's the two of the characters in River City Girls 2 are in the original game, River City Ransom. So
yeah. Go ahead, Blue.
But I was just saying that I like looked up Armored Core. I was like, I swear to God, I played this game before. But yeah, I played it on the PSP, and that game was a lot of fun. It was super easy though.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you get like the mechanics down, like you're just steamrolling through other robots. But I think didn't it mainly become like a mobile platform game?
I mean, they had it on they obviously probably had it on the PSP as well. But I remember PS1, PS2, and even into the PS3 era, they had a bunch of those. But
I'm mainly talking about cell phones, like they made it for like it was.
There may be some for that too. I don't fucking know. I mean, these are old school games that again were not crazy popular.
BioShock, the BioShock creator, announced a new game, and it's called Judas. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm interested, because the creator was really good with that game. So yeah.
People forget BioShock fucking like shook the gaming world. Like that
Oh, yeah.
shit was a big deal for all three of those fucking games. So I'm down. That was some steampunk goodness, especially in that last one I loved, Infinity
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. The
Yeah.
skyhook, that was fun.
Was fun.
Right.
We got some Tekken 8 gameplay. The official release date for Diablo 4. It's going to come out on June 6, 2023.
Oh, Street Fighter 6. We got a release date, I think, too, and like a small like display. I think it was a character creation screen or some shit this showed.
I
So
really want Diablo to return to fucking prominence and be good as shit. I hope they haven't rushed this shit.
Everybody that's played the early builds has said they're back to form, and it's the problem is that even what you said, they've never made a bad Diablo game. I mean, people might complain about Immortal,
Yeah,
because have you played Immortal at all?
I did play a little bit. That's the mobile one.
Yeah, it was it's really. I haven't gotten to the point where people say you have to like it's pay for play, but I played it for like probably a good 3-4 hours, and it was fucking great. So I think I just haven't gotten to the point where, first of all, I don't want to play Diablo competitively, and I think that was one of the main things. And then you could just have fun not paying for anything in the game, as far at the point that I was at. So
yeah, and I'm not throwing shade at them because it's one of my favorite franchises. I love Diablo, but when they remastered or remade 2, bro, you know what they did? They fucking went back and censored fucking statues that had titties or gargles
all out?
and shit. That was some bullshit. I was like, Diablo 2 came out, what, 99, 98, what, 97? It's a fucking 20-year-old game. Like, fucking let that shit go. And you're doing a remake.
well, I think the problem, and it is a problem, is that if they're trying to get like a certain rating for the game, but it's like,
I feel like Diablo's always going to be M for mature.
and it should be. Yeah, you're talking about people going to hell and like going through like crazy. Like, I mean, come on, they should be M-rated games as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, let me see some demon titties. Come on now.
Exactly.
I need
Oh,
that.
wow. You need to play those games that are on Steam. Man. Y'all see this shit? There's a community support game. Best community support game. These games have been out for the years. Apex, Destiny 2, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. Again, this is like the third year No Man's Sky have been nominated. And I get it, because the changes they did to the game are enough to keep people to coming back. The game is really, really good now.
Well, what's really cool, I mean, I give props to this. This is something that's kind of a semi-newer phenomenon in terms of like supporting games with content, besides World of Warcraft and obviously, but supporting games for the long term where you didn't think at launch it was going to necessarily always be supported for 5, 8, 9 years later. That's fucking cool as shit.
Well, and I think that
especially for console games.
Exactly.
Usually console games, when they're released, they're usually done, one and done.
Well, what's especially with this game specifically is that you've never seen a game that was shit upon almost universally from the jump, and then they actually fixed it. That takes some fucking balls. We say it every now and again, but it bears repeating. I think it's something Murray. Was it not Bill Murray? I forget the guy's name.
Sean Murray.
Sean Murray. Yeah, he deserves serious accolades for like weathering the fucking shitstorm, the literal shitstorm, and still putting out and like fixing the fucking game. Like, because I know it's super easy to like put out something that people don't like and just throwing your hands up and be like, you know what, fuck it, fuck that, and fuck you. But he and his developers, they sat down and they fixed it, and they put out better and better content over the years, and they just kept doing it. So,
and I'm not stating I agree with what you said, Kronos. I will add for context. At the time, one of the reasons why the gamers were really fucking pissed was because he lied a whole lot.
Oh yeah, he did. It's 100% lied. Yeah.
Yeah, he lied, and people were pissed. Like, hey, why were you in all these interviews saying X, Y, and Z, and that ain't fucking here? But he went on fucking. He went into the fucking Batcave or the Fortress of Solitude and came out years later and kept doing it. I give props to that. But I will always say people had a right to be angry with his ass at launch.
Oh yeah, and they were super angry because after the game came out, he didn't say shit. Like he basically, you couldn't get a hold of that dude, and I
Yep.
was like, I guess he's just done. And then no, he I don't want to say manned up because I mean anybody can do it.
He went back into the lab like Dr.
Yeah.
Dre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like,
yeah,
I
definitely remixed it. For
he's
sure.
got work to do, and he fucking did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say the same with CD Project Red because they did the same with Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk got
Is it
shit on.
fixed now? Because I've
Oh
heard
yeah,
it's fixed.
apparently
Well,
it's I'm
yeah, that's
gonna
what I heard too.
reinstall it.
Well,
I got to reinstall from my system, but apparently it's fixed, especially with the current DLC that came out, the Edge Runners, with the advent of the anime, shot the game all the way to the top of the charts. So
yeah, well, let me just there's something that needs to be said about that. You can't compare you can't compare Cyberpunk 2077 to No Man's Sky with the fixes because Hello Games, I'm pretty sure that was like the first game that they actually made.
it is their first game.
City Project Red had fucking government money. They got millions upon millions of dollars from the government to get that game done, and they fucked it up.
Yep.
So I don't want people to like kind of compare those two on like the same fucking level. You know, they had a huge infusion of cash, and they had a way larger budget than Hello Games did.
They still just got fucking greedy. They released it early out of fucking greed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they said, fuck you gamers for a long time.
So early, that game was in development for over 10 years. So,
You know, I'm going to say this. I heard that shit, that quote or whatever. I feel like the first couple of years of quote unquote development were literally just some guys smoking weed
Talking.
about it.
Yeah.
Like they weren't developed. They weren't writing fucking code 10 years ago.
Yo, man, how about we should get Keanu Reeves on this shit, man.
Yeah,
We just did
exactly.
the Matrix, man. You saw that shit?
And you know what? Let's also get Idris Elba on there.
yeah, they did it too. So
I would have a store with giant dildos everywhere.
And they were in
Oh.
strip clubs, smoking.
there were I forgot about that. There were dildos every room had a fucking dildo in it.
And they were like, you know what? We're going to make them so they can have a variable size dick, but 100% not too big.
Yeah.
The biggest size, probably average.
That's the same with the titties too.
Bruh,
Motherfuckers.
Do you know how fucking excited? Go back to be pre-launch. Everybody was fucking excited. They were like, I'm going to get a fucking cyber dick. I'm going to have some big old titties on my Fuda girl. It's going to be great.
You couldn't make a Fuda. That was just
Of course
porn.
you can. You can make fudu.
Could you?
Yeah, you can make fudu.
You couldn't have a
just
giant
couldn't
dick,
have
though?
it can't be giant, but you can't have giant titties either.
Look at you
So-
saying, I like the way you flippantly said it can't be giant. Bitch, yes, it can. You need to have giant dicks. Like, what the why are you being silly about this? Giant
It's like,
dicks.
I didn't make the game. You can't have a giant dick. That's not me.
I don't want.
On
Where is CD
Conan,
Projekt?
Conan, you can have a giant dick.
Hold on, is CD Projekt Red in the Netherlands? Is that where it's from?
No, Poland.
Okay, I don't want the
it's
Polish
yeah.
version of giant dicks.
Yeah,
I want-
exactly.
Oh man,
I want the
damn!
actual version of
Ah,
giant
dang. That's the title right
Pe-
there.
People of Poland, shots fired. We don't care.
There was
You know?
there was no
dang.
mandingos in that shit. Where was the mandingos?
Ah, dang.
Just saying.
Mm-mm. Nah, we want the real
Shots
deal.
fired.
Look, and they literally could have done it. You know, they had the code right there. All you got to do is
They
make
did.
a bigger dick.
Couple more
Yeah.
ones and zeros.
Change
Giant dick.
a 1 into a 2.
Just
Bam.
saying. It was nowhere near the kneecap. I'm just saying.
Damn. Damn.
And you know, here's the other thing too. They saw the fucking internet. They're not fucking in a cave somewhere. They knew the fucking internet was hyped. Like, I can't wait to get my Cyberpunk 2077 giant dick and titties and all.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for it.
All right. So sorry, my computer shut down. So on to the show, and we're back.
And that's why Lady D has the biggest fucking dog. Oh, we're
Oh.
not.
I can't believe you had that flowchart and stuff ready. Jesus.
Already.
I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready.
Oh man, dude, Elon took us off the air, man. What the fuck? That was fucked up.
Yeah. Blame Elon.
Yeah, you can't be talking about no food dick. That's why.
All I know,
That was all Poland getting pissed at us. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know about big dicks?
all bad.
Pull and pull the plug.
Yeah, that
Big
bad
energy.
enough.
They were done with us, our fucking asses. I was trying to say that on fucking Pornhub released some shit proving that the PS5 weebs are the horniest of all time. Like they had 75% or almost 75% traffic on Pornhub was from at least from consoles was on the PS5, and then the number one searched fucking lady on there or fictional video game girl was Diva from Overwatch.
So, PlayStation had 73.1%. Xbox had 25.5%. There's, I guess, the PS Vita is on here.
I think you're
I
probably
don't-
looking at
no idea why.
2019.
You're looking at 0.8% on PS Vita, and then Nintendo Wii's on here. I guess you can mod your Wii to use a browser or something.
You got to be a different level of horny to be going back 2-3 generations on there. But that's
Well,
all
also,
right.
different level of like not having money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're looking at 2019 stats because they've done this every year.
Yeah.
This is 20 year in review 2022 by
Yeah,
Pornhub.
Diva's still up there. Diva's still up there though. But
Diva's
obviously,
number one. So
Yeah.
Minecraft is number two. There's a Jenny mod. I don't know what the fuck that is.
do-
Widowmaker is number three.
hold on, wait,
Hold
hold on. Don't gloss over that shit. Wait a minute.
on.
You fucking weebs are fucking jerking your fucking chicken to a Minecraft lady? Aren't they fucking
A Minecraft mod. Hey, them mods be fucking raw. So
fuck?
They're
you
all
don't know what
blocky
the
and
mod
shit.
is like.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Kids walking into stores looking at boxes getting turned
Yeah.
on.
You horny fucking. I can understand Overwatch. You fucking horny weebs. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
They're all like,
That's
look,
number two.
look at that
like-
Lego figurine.
Oh man, Lady Dimitrescu is number four.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
5 and 6 are both from Overwatch.
Damn, you know what? This podcast might be fucked up because I don't know if that live stream is gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the file and it's not looking good.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we blame Elon. Don't worry. We'll
Yeah.
be all right.
Man. Oh, Loba's at the way bottom. Loba's bad as fuck too.
Where was Loba from?
She's from Apex Legends. She's this Hispanic chick with this fat old ass, fat ass.
Mm.
She wears like skin tight dress and shit. She got fat old ass.
Can I just
God damn.
say that I was very disappointed with the I think it was the indie game of the year.
Oh, for Stray?
Yeah, fuck Stray. It should have been Vampire Survivors. I'm just saying
Oh,
the best
yeah.
debut indie game, Vampire Survivors. It's the most ridiculous goddamn game ever conceived. It's a game that literally has no attack button, but I can sit there and play it like it had the antidote to the poison in my blood. Like
Nice.
I could sit. I played that game probably more than I'd like to admit. If I have 30 minutes to spare, I can enjoy that game no matter what I'm doing. Like just give me 30 minutes, I'm good. So
I gotta join you on this one, Kronos. I played maybe the first 4 to 5 hours of Stray, and that was a fucking chore. I don't like chill ass fucking games, and this you play as a fucking cat. I didn't like Journey. I
was gonna say Journey. Yeah.
I don't like that shit. If you let me break this down for you. For Prodigy, if you can't kill nothing in a game, you can't fight with nothing in a game. Fuck your game. Fuck it. Fuck out of it. I don't want.
Wait a minute, but you play sport? Well, you used to play sports games, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time
Yeah.
since I played a sports game, so that's one of the reasons I like killing shit in fucking games. Give me video game violence. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's the escape from reality because you know how many times I want to kill somebody on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, not that
Yeah.
much. I'm just saying. All right, not that much. All right.
But
What the hell?
sometimes the gameplay literally feels weird if I'm not killing things. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
what's it doing?
I'll give it a fair thought on this. Is that I don't think that not every game needs to be about killing shit. I only say that because I want to have more people playing games and having fun. And not every game is going to be for us. So,
Yeah.
and I've accepted that over the years, you know, and it's fine because I think that the more people that play games, I think that the better games that we're going to get.
Sure, yeah, and all that's fine. I get it. I get it. There's going to be some games for 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, or even 90-year-olds. I get it. I get it. But I just I don't like them.
Yeah, it's,
I
yeah, it's
haven't found
not
a
for
single
you.
one.
And I don't think it
Yeah.
was ever made for you and mine, or me, or
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Definitely
the
not me.
fuck is this? This Jenny mod is literally a Minecraft avatar with big round boobs. Like that's it.
Dude, that's
That's it.
that's
How's
some
this
They're
number
other.
not
two?
round. They're square. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No. That's why it's a mod. That's why it's called a mod because their tits are round. The rest of
God
her
damn.
body is square.
That's some different level kink. I can't fuck with you, y'all. I see the Overwatch because that's literally one of the goals of the game. You know what I mean? To have sexy first person shooter girls. But holy fuck, man, y'all some different level horny with that Minecraft shit. Fuck yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot of Genshin Impact on here.
Yeah.
A
So
lot.
here's the thing. Genshin Impact is a very successful game. We don't talk about it
Because
like
none of us
almost
played
at
it.
all. Yeah. I mean, I tried to dip my toe in because it's free. It's free to play. I didn't quite get it. It seemed like some serious weebetry, and I can go down some weebetry holes, but this one seemed pretty bad to me. But I didn't give it a fair shot. I really didn't. But it's big. It's a huge fucking game.
Yeah. It won. It was like the Viewers' Choice Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because like millions, tens of millions of people play that shit. Like it's way more popular than one would think, especially with the younger crowd.
Well, I
you know?
think one of the things is that obviously we're getting aged out of a lot of games,
Yep.
and I think that's probably it's actually one of the appeals for me with God of War is that I don't feel like I'm aged. I think that me being older playing God of War is actually to to my advantage because I can appreciate the game, especially when you have kids. Like if you have kids and you play God of War, like a lot of things will click with you that don't click with a younger person that has never even given a shit about a kid before. It's like really understanding that like that father son or father daughter dynamic. It's just like it's on a whole different level. Like understanding like I can beat the shit out of this little kid, but you don't. You know what I mean?
And hopefully for the teenagers or preteens, there's an appreciation for Atreus, and being maybe that he should be relatable to a lot of fucking teenagers.
Especially in the latest one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, and seeing the consequences to like his actions. Like, have you gotten to the part where you can play as Atreus yet, Prodigy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gotten way past that, and I mean, this is not a bad spoiler. Obviously, where I am, I think Old Ninja's already there too.
No, I'm not.
Well, let me just say it though. He can't control his emotions, and when his emotions overcome him, he shapeshifts.
Yeah.
At least
Oh.
you've gotten there, right?
I've gotten there.
Okay.
I've
yeah,
seen it twice so far.
So, I mean, that seems obviously reminiscent or like kind of alluding to some things with, not being able to control your rage or what your hormones and puberty and all that other shit. Kinda.
Oh, I didn't see these awards. So best adaptation was Arcane, the League of Legends show. That was really good though.
Dude, Arcane was a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Not even that was one of the best animated TV series I've ever fucking seen in my life.
And it came out of nowhere too.
Yeah,
Well-
but check this out: Sonic 2 and Uncharted were nominated.
Okay.
Sonic 2 was pretty good actually.
Sonic 2, like and
Let's
Sonic
see.
2 are legit fucking movies. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, they are.
if I was gonna say, oh, video games can make good movies, I would point to those two probably definitely in my
Yeah.
top 5.
Well,
So-
what's the? I thought Uncharted was a decent movie.
It was
wasn't,
decent.
like
I need to
It's
see.
fantastic.
I need to see it. It's on Netflix. I
Yeah,
just
it's
haven't.
on Netflix.
Yeah,
now,
I
yeah.
haven't watched it either. It's just I don't. It can't be better than Arcane. I mean, Arcane was so. The thing about Arcane was that I don't think anybody expected that from like a League of Legends. Oh, not League of Legends. Was it League of Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
the
expected that from
subtitle
like,
of the show.
yeah, from like a League of Legends game, like adaptation. That's like I didn't know any of the characters. I knew League of Legends was the type of game that I didn't really want to play, and for that high value of content to come out of that it was amazing. It was just fucking amazing. I hope they make more. I hope they make movies. I hope whoever the fuck made that show, they did great. I mean,
Well,
just the fucking intro song from the jump. It was like, all right, I'm in. I'm all in.
Dude, apparently, and again, I'm not a League of Legends player, but League of Legends has a shit ton of fucking characters. This barely scratched the surface.
yeah.
Like, you could make a whole different 3 or 4, maybe even 5 or 6 seasons that have none of the same characters. That's how fucking big League of Legends is.
Well, I want whoever made the legal that game or that show. I want them to do like an adaptation of StarCraft. Like, do that.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, League of Legends definitely needs a sequel because it left on a huge fucking cliffhanger with Homegirl blowing up the fucking console
Yeah.
with the fucking rocket launcher. Holy shit. I was like, wait, she's about to kill everybody. I was like, the show just ends.
The only reason why I was even familiar with League of Legends before watching a really good Netflix documentary just about their tournaments and whatnot, but like 2015, 2016, 2017, somewhere in those years, I was going to cons and like fucking Jinx was a popular ass cosplay. You would see her all over the place. And I was like, who is this girl with the pigtails and the fucking rocket and the blue hair and shit? Now I fucking know. And I'm like, holy shit, they were on to something way back then. So shout out to them cosplayers. They put me on.
For sure. Well, this year you're going to see a lot more Wednesday. That's for sure. So the most anticipated game, I forgot about this game was coming, was the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
This beat out a lot of like big games coming, like Hogwarts and Resident Evil 4. This is a huge anticipated game.
I mean, I feel like it's weird. To me, it should be obvious. I mean, it's a Legend of Zelda game. Those games are not unsuccessful. You know what I mean? Like, especially the last one. You know, that
Breath
shit.
of the Wild?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was like, it was game of the year, right? Yeah, it was one of the ones that spoiled Horizon Zero Dawn. So, because I think it came out like a week or two after Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and just like fucking crushed them. And Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game, but yeah, Breath of the Wild just like took you know, the traditional Zelda model and just made it way better. And I don't think anybody was expecting that, you know, at all. And I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on this next game to be even better than the last one. And I think they can do it. I mean, for me, God of War Ragnarok did it. I think they improved upon the last game that they made. And hopefully, you know, Zelda can do it too. But they pushed it back already, which, like I said again, I'm fine with that. Push it back until it's, you cannot make a fucked up Zelda game. If you need to, go the route of the fucking Metroid, where they literally canceled the whole fucking game because it was not up to their standards. Good. And if you did that, I wouldn't give a single fuck. Like, I'll look forward to whenever you eventually make a game that you think is acceptable to your standards. You know, so at least make it as good as the last one.
The other one that was really highly anticipated, but I want them to slow the fuck down, is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Because remember, like, the Miles Morales, yes, it was a standalone, technically DLC, and I get that. But that wasn't that 2020, right?
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, it was a much smaller game.
Sure.
And they literally just recycled the exact same environment from Spider-Man. So it was way easier to like make that game than to make Spider-Man 2. So they could have
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they could have literally been making those. They could have developed those two games at the same time.
Sure. I want them to take all the time that they need. The 2018 one was like, for me, like one of the best comic book superhero adaptations we've ever gotten. I'm all for it. I want it to be damn near perfect. I want them to improve upon it. Maybe even have playable Miles and Peter at the same fucking time. I don't know. But take your time, do it right. I trust Insomniac. I don't trust a whole lot of folks with superhero shit. I trust Insomniac. Take all the fucking time they need. And then the other thing I'm going to say is, even if it's 4 or 5 years from now, take your time with Wolverine. Do it the fucking right way. You know what I mean? But they got both of them.
Wait, didn't we get a sneak peek of Spider-Man 2 like earlier this year? Because it's in was it not Kratos? The Hunter guy. He's gonna be in it, right? Him and Venom.
Venom for sure.
I don't think we got an actual like preview of anything from that
Well,
game yet.
I think it's just the voice. We got like some voice work. I mean, there's a scene where like there's cars and stuff being thrown around, and like you hear them like in the shadows
Did we?
talking. And
Maybe
like,
we did. Oh,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it was
you know,
Venom
yeah.
or if it was.
Because the voice of Venom
Right.
was Candyman.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
right. That's
Tony
right.
Todd.
Yeah, I remember that. They did a really good job with that voice. But yeah, take your time is my fucking point. And Insomniac is good. Oh, actually, you know what? Didn't Insomniac do Ratchet and Clank as well?
Yeah, and they did. The same guys that did the shit. I can't remember the name of the fucking game. It was the one where you had like the lightning powers and shit.
Oh,
No, well, no,
guys.
it's Infamous.
Infamous. Yeah,
Yeah,
Infamous.
Was
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Was that Insomniac? I don't feel like that was Insomniac. Am I tripping? Let me
I
look at.
don't- Maybe.
I don't feel like that was. I thought that was Sucker Punch. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you
though.
know, you could be right. Yeah. I'm trying to look. So you made it. Yeah, it was Sucker Punch. God damn it.
No worries. Old Ninja, did you have someone else on that list in terms of stuff highly anticipated that I'm not thinking of?
I mentioned Hogwarts, Starfield. I didn't mention Starfield, but Resident Evil 4, which you've been hooting and hollering about.
Yeah, that I'm hyped.
Hogwarts Legacy, I'm actually pretty interested about. I guess they showcased, I think the last couple of days that there's a mode where you can just kill people with curses.
I like it.
Legit kill them. I was
Like,
like, what?
curse words? Like you
Oh.
stupid bitch. Oh
No.
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 Avada Kedavra, how dare you, uncultured swine? What's wrong with you?
Fucking muggles.
Damn.
If you're a
Yeah.
Harry Potter fan, you would have liked that whole interaction right there.
Yeah, I guess blue light chairs getting thrown at him or something.
Yeah.
I like the flip tables, not cast tables.
I just watched a video today about it, and I honestly, it keeps looking really, really good.
It does look good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy. I shouldn't feel bad about it. Sort of bad about it, only because like I understand the whole controversy with J.K.
Oh,
Rowling
J.K.
being
Rowling.
a TERF or whatever. Like I get that. I'm just conflicted. It's like her points of view for that particular thing is shitty, but I just don't. I don't see that in like her writing. Like you know
She's
what I
not
mean?
involved in the. I thought she wasn't involved in the game.
Well, even it doesn't. She's still getting money off of it, so that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's like saying if they made like a game about Nazis, oh, but Hitler wasn't involved, but he's getting fucking paid off of it. So,
Yeah.
I don't equate her to Hitler at all. I take an extreme example. I wish that she didn't have that point of view, because I really do like that whole universe, the whole storytelling. Like I really do like I read all of her not all of her books, but I read all of her. God damn it! I'm about to fucking go offline again. Shit! What the fuck? Hopefully my computer will stay up this time, and I'll be okay. Hopefully this is just gonna be funny of me just talking to myself, because this literally does look like it's just my internet connection. So I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna try to troubleshoot my internet connection live as I'm talking. But yeah, I wish that J.K. Rowling didn't have her turf. Was it? It's trans exclusionary. Something about like. Basically, she thinks that I don't want to get into it. But look up turf, and then basically it's disappointing to like a lot of people, and I think that she could have not taken that stance, and everything would have been fine with the franchise. But I still enjoy the Harry Potter story, because I had no idea that was her thoughts when I read all the books. And what the fuck is going on here? Shit. I think my internet literally went fucking down. Like my gateway went down, and that's the issue here. So I might have to end the podcast here because of that. Yeah, my phone doesn't have anything either. And I have power in my house, so it is definitely not that. I guess I will just talk to myself for a little while longer until my internet hopefully comes back up. Might have to like walk away. And fuck. Internet is down in my whole house. All right, well, I'm going to stop it now. If this is it for the night, because it's already getting kind of late, you'll still get this audio of this, I guess, of me talking to myself. But yeah, I'll wrap it up. I want to give a real. Oh wait, no, it's coming up now. Okay, here we go. Sorry, there's somebody I want to give a shout out before I end the podcast, and now that everything's come back up, maybe it'll be okay. So let's give it a second here. It should be coming back. Hopefully in a second. We will see. No internet access yet. Trying to get back up. I will tell the story as soon as this comes back up. This is terrible. Oh, there we go. I'll probably be back right about now. Here we go. All right, sorry for that
What
again.
the fuck?
There we go.
Not for
Jesus,
me.
my router fucking rebooted. That was fucking crazy.
What the hell?
Yeah, like seriously.
Yeah,
I was gonna call it. I was just talking to myself for a while.
No, we thought you had a big dramatic pause.
No, like what? Hold on. What's going on? I hear somebody talking in the background.
That was a video I was looking at.
Okay. Sorry. I do need to give a shout out to somebody before the podcast ends. So we have some time, but yeah, I just need to make sure I give a shout out to somebody because it was like it was a random ass encounter.
All right, are we back?
I see
We're
the
back.
Jenny mod.
We're still like it kept
Jenny
recording.
mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything kept recording, and we should be back live now. Maybe.
Dude, this is some filthy shit.
What are you watching? Oh shit! I think my shit's going down again.
Nasty motherfuckers. God damn.
What are you talking about?
Oh shit. Oh.
What are you watching?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it dropped again.
Why is she busting it wide open? There's a square.
What the? I guess they're
I
watching
told
the the Minecraft porn thing. But all right, so this is not going to work tonight. I think my internet's just fucking busted, which is weird because I have AT&T fiber. Thanks AT&T. I guess not. Usually it's pretty reliable. Tonight it's not. So anyway, I want to give a shout out to Lando.
I mean, I'm horny.
Oh, hold on, they're coming back now.
This is all bad.
This is mega horniness.
You guys still there?
Some of these are the sweat.
FBI gonna be knocking.
This is frustrating as fuck.
They're just. She's literally a square.
It's funny how you can hear them, but they can't hear me.
She's
I
literally
can't-
a square. That's
I
so
can't-
fucking wild.
I can't unsee this.
You can
I know,
unsee it,
right?
in fact. I can give them. I can give commentary on what they're talking about. It's kind of funny. You guys there? Can you hear me now?
So wild.
Square head and all.
You guys there?
Can you hear us? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. There we go. Hopefully we're back for my shit's fucked up, so it keeps going up and down. I don't know when it's gonna be fixed. So you guys can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Before it crashes again, I want to give a shout out to somebody because I had a random ass encounter when I was going to. Well, I don't want to say random, but yeah, it was fucking random. I was going to jiu-jitsu to take Riley there. The first day, my foot got the okay to walk on a little bit again. So I took her to go to jiu-jitsu, and she's doing her thing, and I guess they're having promotions that night. and for the adults, and so the kids classes went long because of the adult promotion. There's a guy that was kind of looking at me, and he walked up and he's like, "Hey man, do I know you?" And I was just like, "Huh? Like what?" I was like, he looked kind of familiar, to be honest with you. Remember this part, all right? Later on in the story, but the guy looked kind of familiar to me. And I was like, maybe. I was like, where do you know me from? And he called me Cronus. And I was like, huh. I was like, oh, you listen to the podcast? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, like that's like when I go to like conventions, people will notice me. Like not always, but people will notice me at conventions. When it comes to like normal like life, like day to day shit, like most people don't. It's happened like maybe 5 times. And so it was crazy, like meet somebody that listens to the podcast at the jiu-jitsu place that I go to. And so, yeah, so shout out to Lando. He is a friend of Victor, and he's the brother of Mike, who I met. He was a friend also of Victor's that I met, I think, at Comic-Con a few years back. So
Wait, that guy's from Star Wars, though, man. Come on now, Lando.
No, hold on, no, that's not true. Because there's Lando Freeman from the Boondocks.
Oh, that's true.
Well, no, it's like it's really cool to like meet somebody else that listens to the podcast, does jujitsu. We just go on different days.
Okay.
And so it was like really cool. It was cool to like meet him. I want to roll with him eventually. He's probably gonna kick my ass at this point because I've been injured for a while and I've been out of it. But I look forward to rolling with him eventually. And hey, maybe I can get the Jits cast up and running again, starting with him. Because it'd be nice to like talk about jiu-jitsu again and like see the perspective. Because he's a blue belt, I'm a purple belt. To like see where he's at in his like jiu-jitsu journey and talk about the other people in the gym, because there seems to be like a really cool like family tight-knit group with that gym. That's the reason. That's what brought me to the gym, is because I felt like the family nature of it and the fact that they're not too strict on like certain things that other gyms are kind of strict on. So yeah, they all seem pretty coul.
Yeah, shout out to Lando. Here's what I'll say though. I mean, if he's somebody who's in a Jenny mods, though, I mean, you know, we've talked about you a little bit, dude. You know what I mean? You still cool. You still cool. But
Jenny mods or something.
Jenny mods? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is that what you're talking about? When I was like
Minecraft Jenny mods. We did some research while you were.
If you're still able to hear the our words and whatnot, if we're still live and shit, please go on Twitter with no other underage people around and look up Jenny mods on Twitter and you will see.
How do you spell that? Jenny mods?
Jenny and mod.
Like what? Jenny is it like Jenny?
Yeah, and mod, and then just hit enter. No hashtag, no nothing. Just
you try using the hashtag too, because holy shit, I got a whole different world.
Please,
I use the hashtag. You get a whole different world of videos.
Please only be an adult doing this. This is not for.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be a kid.
And again, I had internet issues, and we're back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But yeah, only adults. Jenny mods.
So, Cronus's face was like so cool. I thought he froze again, but it's because he's looking at the mods. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I can't watch it like, because if I play the video, you'll hear.
No, don't play the video. Just scroll through the feed. You'll see.
Yeah, some images are. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, you don't have to. Don't play it. Don't play it. You can literally see the preview and be like, "What the?"
Until those words are double D's.
I mean, we all knew weebs were horny, but we didn't know that they were that level. God damn. Yo.
I think we did. We just didn't want to admit it. That's all.
Jesus.
We knew they were there.
Okay. All right.
It's still blocky as fuck. Like what is,
It is.
why are you?
Oh shit!
So I'm gonna feel old as fuck saying this, but young people, stop it. you got Pornhub is out there. You got porn is free everywhere, and it's not blocky. Like, come on, man. Actually, no, I can't hate because I got fucking some weird shit too that I like. I can't hate that. But so, you know what? Love your blocky tits.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh
Busted
gosh.
open. Busted open.
Wide open.
My god, this is hilarious. I just don't. It's funny, like I'm trying to like not judge. It's like this shit ain't for me.
Mhm.
Dude, I just want her to pop that square coochie. Like that's it. That's all. If, Old Ninja, Star Wars, Fallen Order got a goddamn
Oh.
sequel. I'm trying to segue here.
Yeah, I feel it, but I'm still kind of chuckling from fucking square titties
Holy
with round
Jesus.
fucking titties on, square chest with round titties on them, like it's square torso with round titties on them.
With nothing but boots on, busting it wide open. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
she is kind of thick. I'll so that's
Oh
that's
no!
proper. I mean, just saying. At
You
least,
gotta take this where it counts.
at least kids are being brought up the right way. You know.
Mm, mm. Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Anyway, so Fallen Order 2 was a Jedi Survivor. It's a sequel to Fallen Order. We got a trailer, we got release date, there's some leaked info about the story. There's like stuff about the pre-order bonuses and shit. All kinds of shit about Jedi Survivor. Um it looks like it takes place a couple of years after Fallen Order. We get to see it's hard to tell, but it looks like
Hold on.
maybe go ahead.
His fucking balls have dropped, man. He got a fucking beard and shit.
Yeah, he got a beard. He got a beard where he's all cut up and shit. He looks like a little rugged. But it looks like from the trailer, it looks like you get a new quote unquote companion. But it looks like it might be some co-op play from my point of view. It's just my opinion. But it looks like you might have a second player in your game.
Hmm.
So I'm not quite sure. It might be just an NPC, but you do attack moves with this other player. So
Maybe like how you can control Kratos or Freya or whatever, you know.
maybe, but I was surprised if they shock us with co-op in this game. That'd be actually pretty awesome. So, the new character is like a smuggler, scoundrel type character. You know, a Han Solo type. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. We can do there's some new combat techniques you can do with double sabers and shit. It looks pretty awesome. The trailer looks like it introduces some new characters. I'm excited. It looks pretty intense. It comes out in March 13th, I think to be exact. So, you see this, Cronus? What do you think?
I did. I saw it. When the double lightsabers came out, that was cool. Like I was remembering the old. What was it? There was like an old Star Wars game where you could like do dual lightsabers as well.
Oh, Force Unleashed Part 2.
It was the Force Unleashed. There was one. There's ones even before that. I forget. There was like the Dark. God damn it.
Oh, the Dark Forces and
yeah.
the Jedi Outcast. and
Yeah,
Jedi.
yeah, back in that era. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like it. I haven't played a Star Wars game. And actually, I didn't beat the last game. I need to go back and play it. Because
Oh, wow.
the problem was that I didn't have an appreciation for really difficult games until I played the last God of War, not Ragnarok, the last God of War, and I put it on hard mode. And like understanding like you need to pay attention to like certain things. You can't just like button mash, to kind of get through this thing. You have to be really more tactical about this. So I need to go back and play that game with that knowledge. And appreciate, because the game was good. It was just like I was fucking dying like a bitch, and because I was being a bitch, so I deserve my deaths.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those masturbate with sandpaper type games, and so I get it. That's why I'm surprised that Prodigy hasn't beat it yet, because he likes those kind of games.
I don't think he's a
You're
huge Star Wars guy though.
You're muted. He is huge. Wait. You're
Yeah.
muted. So there you go.
Sorry, I was muted for a quick sec. I started it. I maybe got like, I don't know, 7 to 10 hours in. I just need to go back and play it. It was fun. It seemed like a long ass game, like at least 30, 40 hours or whatever. But now that they got the sequel coming out pretty soon, I'm gonna try to finish it before that sequel drops. Because
You definitely should. I'm surprised you haven't. I thought you'd be the first one to beat it, even before me.
yeah,
You're into those Souls type games, so
it's on my list. It for sure is on my list.
for
But
sure.
this past year, I don't know if you guys have done your PlayStation Rewind or whatever.
It's kind of sad, but yeah, I did.
Dude. I mean, I gotta blame Old Ninja, man. You know what my number one was?
Food to watch?
Well, I mean, besides that, besides Jenny Mod,
Destiny 2?
yeah, it was D2. D2 was,
Yeah, D2 baby.
you got me into that shit.
D2.
I don't know why it was. I'm pretty sure mine might have been God of War Ragnarok. So
Probably, but
Yeah.
D2 got our hooks back in us. We're all up in there. We got whole different like chats going just to see who we're on, and people like asking like, when are we squadding up? When are we doing this? I need help with this. Come help me do this. We're like, all right, I'll boot up.
Yep.
And just be in it.
Number one was Destiny. Number two was Elden for me, and then I can't remember what the fuck number three was. But yeah, I knew those were gonna be 1 and 2. But damn, I put some time into D2.
Yeah, D2 you'd be getting you. And we're playing this new D2 has a new holiday, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes, holiday event. It's got some pretty cool fucking shit. It's easy to get. You just gotta play the game.
Yeah.
Super simple. But it's fucking cool shit. So I booted up on Tuesday when it started. So it's pretty cool. I was like, oh, there's actually some cool shit in here. So
Blue, what was it you wanted to touch on a game? Blue? Oh, go ahead.
no,
Sorry.
I want to talk about Call of Duty. But go ahead.
Oh,
real
finish.
quick, I was just looking, and apparently, I don't know. I don't think I put this many hours in, but it is God of War Ragnarok, and it says 100 hours, and I definitely didn't play
Yeah,
this
I
for 100
did.
hours.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Dang.
I played
Maybe
it a
part of that
lot.
was downloading the patch.
Yeah. When I beat the
Damn.
game, when I beat like everything, I thought it was like 60 hours, and I definitely did not play it 40 hours more
okay. That's
because
weird.
there was like literally nothing else to do. I beat the brakes off this game. There was nothing else to do.
I bet.
Mhm.
So, I gotta talk about Call of Duty. So, Call of Duty just dropped. It just dropped the fucking Rocket League fucking component.
What the
Like,
fuck?
yeah, literally, you get on an ATV, you gotta hit a ball into a net using the ATV, just like fucking Rocket League. I guess.
What the fuck is this
Hold on,
called?
can you break
It's
your
called
feet?
Warzone.
Hold on, but can you break your foot when you're on your ATV?
You break.
Yeah,
I'm just
Uh,
saying because that's
yeah.
terrible.
It is terrible. You can blow up on your ATV. I think that's a little worse. So, but yeah, it's called Warzone Cup.
Oh
To
shit.
commemorate the World Cup, I guess. But you're an ATV hitting balls into nets like Rocket League, and then they got their raid today.
There's no shooting at all?
I don't know. I haven't played it. It just went live today.
Okay.
But the raid went live today. There's a 3-person raid, a Destiny style raid launched today. It tells you before you go in that you must be you should be mic'd up.
You
Highly recommended to be mic'd up.
you son of a bitch. You said Destiny style raid.
I
Fuck you.
said Destiny style raid.
Fuck you, old ninja. You know that's my fucking kryptonite. God.
Hold on. Oh, and check it out. You can jump in Modern Warfare, so you might have some issues there, Prodigy. So, so it's a
But can you-
3-person
but can you
raid.
double jump? That's his problem.
No,
you can't double
can't.
jump.
Oh no, you can't jump in it.
I
You
can't
can't jump. Period. Not even double jump. Double jump just makes it worse.
Look, I can fap the Jenny Mods. So, oops.
Damn. But yeah, so the shipment came back. The super popular claustrophobic, super anxiety-inducing map is back. It's a little bigger, just a little bit. That it's 24 hours right now. You can play it. They took out Shoot House. I guess in a normal rotation now, but shipment is up and running. The raid is live, and Rocket League Call of Duty Edition is live too. So,
I'm gonna have to dip my fucking toe, or I don't know, modded game. Like what the
yeah,
fuck?
it's fucking wild. All dropped today, so it's pretty wild.
All right, Blue. I know you wanted to get in here on something. What was it?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Chainsaw Man. Like,
Oh,
holy shit!
my goodness!
I didn't watch this recent episode, but man, last week's episode, god damn, somebody was making a long distance call, to kill motherfuckers. It was like holy shit. I don't want to spoil it too much because I don't know if you guys are all caught up, but like, god damn, like some shit goes down. First of all, we have Chainsaw Man versus Knife Man. Like this dude,
Samurai Man,
Swordman.
Samurai Sword Man. Yeah,
yeah. This guy, instead of having chainsaw, he has like samurai swords, and like he fucks shit up. It's fucking wild. But then there's this other chick who has like, I guess she made a deal with a demon too, and basically like she loses a fingernail and the giant fucking snake comes out of no fucking where. But then like there's so much shit that happens in this one episode. Like even just the beginning, because the previous episode we left off with the guy Chainsaw Man waking up inside a homegirl's room, and she like basically poured beer down his throat.
Yeah, well, after this chick puked in his mouth where they were French kissing, and he swallowed it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Watch Chainsaw Man.
Still not as nasty as those weaves with them Jenny mods, though. But
damn.
No, nowhere near that. Holy shit.
Damn.
But it's funny. I think after the last podcast, I went and checked out the manga, and in the manga, same thing happens. She throws up in his mouth, and they pixelate it too, which is kind of funny. It's a fucking drawing, But he wakes up in her room, but we get to see like what happened. She actually brought him home to her room, and she like forgot. She's like, "Oh, you must have came home with me or something like that." She totally forgot that she brought him home and laid him in the bed, and like she was down to yeah. She was like, "You want to have sex?" He's like, "What?" But then like he realized he's more in love with homegirl, and like he told her no and sleeps up on the floor. But then like she realized, she realized that she was about to rape a kid. She's like, "Oh, it's a good thing that didn't happen because I'll go to jail for that." So
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, he's 16 years old and she's a whole ass adult. Yeah. Well, not whole ass. I mean, she's missing an eye, but whatever. She's still an adult.
Missing a whole lot later.
What this? But is fucking horny. Like it's just horny, violent fucking joke.
It's horny.
I mean,
horny, crazy.
This guy's main motivation, and this is kind of like you guys ever saw Golden Boy? It's like a quick 5-episode series about this guy. Like he wanted to score with girls, and he would do like these odd jobs, and like he ended up having a chance to score with them, but then something fucking crazy happens. They end up like not being like. There's this one scene where he's racing, he's riding a bike and racing against a woman in a fucking Porsche, and he fucking beats her on a bicycle. Like. And she gets like super turned on about it. No, she was riding a motorcycle. That's what it was. But like, yeah, it's just like crazy. Anyway, so the guy like he wants to sleep with his main captain and stuff like that. But they go on this one mission because the gunman, this gun demon guy, he's like that's who they're trying to look for, and he fucking sets him up. Like he takes out basically a whole fucking demon league, even killing like the head person. Like just they're right on a fucking train and then just get blasted from behind. I'm like, whoa, wait, what the fuck's going on? Like, it was almost like that moment where in Attack on Titan, when the main cast person dies, you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you're killing the main cast. Like, what the fuck's going on?
They were killing, like, I was like, everybody's gonna die in this fucking episode? Like, I was like, God damn.
They were just being fucking, like, sniped and, like, fucking murdered on the street.
By, like, old ladies and fucking hobos and shit. Yeah, I was like,
she was fucking wilding out. But then, like, main captain, they're like, oh yeah, we got them all, they're all dead. Main captain stands up and is like, oh hey, how you guys doing? With a fucking blood splatter all over her.
Her name is Miss Makima.
Yeah, Miss Makima. So she does some fucking crazy ass fucking shit, and like so she's on a train from Tokyo to Kyoto, which is like I think it's like about like 200 miles away. And so she gets to this one like temple area, and she's like she realizes what's going on, and she takes these people who were part of the gun demon squad.
No,
basically like, hey,
she took prisoners like that were sentenced to death or life.
Yeah. I thought they were part of the gang. That was. She murdered all those fuckers. Yeah, that's right.
There were people in prison.
yeah. Okay, I see.
She said she specifically asked, "I need the guys that are about to die in prison."
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part. I thought they were part of the crew, but yeah, she murdered all those guys on the train. Like those guys they had holes in their bodies, not just like bullet holes. They had giant fucking cutouts. Like I guess somebody hit him up with a cookie cutter. But she's fucking murdering motherfuckers 300 miles away. Just you remember that skit from what was it? Kids in the Hall, where he's like, "I'll crush your head."
Oh,
like,
I hated that song.
That's basically what she was doing.
For what happened when that guy was like,
"Me neither."
You guys feel that something weird's going on here, and then all of a sudden he just
popped.
Yeah, like, God damn! Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. I was like, what the hell's going on? And like, more motherfuckers started popping. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, but then Kronos,
she death noted them.
Yep.
Yeah, she did. And she was like, I want them to pop like popcorn. God damn. But then Kronos had mentioned how like, there's certain people who could bring a fucking knife to a gunfight. This one chick, and this shit was fucking crazy because this is a chick from the hotel scene that was like crying and willing to give up fucking Chainsaw Man to save her own fucking high, but she was like Lightning Dude from Demon Slayer. Like she ran up, like homegirl called up her little snake demon thing again, and like she ran up on it and like fucking bolted toward him and took out this fucking sword man and shot homegirl a couple of times. Like, oh like god damn, like she's fucking badass. Like,
She didn't even
how
look.
come she's crying?
She didn't
Yeah.
look. She like cut off this dude's arm, took his gun, and then shot him a bunch of times and didn't even look at his ass. I was like, what the? This is the same chick that was freaking the fuck out about being stuck in the Infinite Hotel.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then at the end she's like, I need to quit. This isn't good for my psyche.
Yeah, but nah, you definitely need to keep doing this. I'm just saying. You like whip their asses with a chef knife.
Yeah. But that episode was fucking great. And like Chainsaw Man got fucking chopped in half and like they were trying to kidnap him and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And like I don't know. They haven't explained this and I can't wait to see. I think maybe the little chainsaw demon that's inside the guy, I think he might be
Pochito.
way more powerful than we think, because when we first see him, he's just like a little cute little puppy who's been injured and stuff like that. It might be one of those situations where like he was like the badass and then probably got like, I don't know, some kind of spell casted on her or something like that, because everybody knows who he is. And it's like, this guy's just been around for like maybe like a week or so. Like,
Well,
what's going on?
They said it in previous episodes that the name of the demon and like the thing that they're actually named after, the more powerful that object is, the more powerful that demon is.
Yeah.
And so, like, obviously, the gun demon, you know, carries a lot of power. But you know, when you talk about like the blood demon and like these other like kind of lesser demons,
The tomato demon.
yeah,
The first
the tomato
episode.
demon was like kind of silly. But I mean, a chainsaw demon would be pretty legit. You know, a chainsaw can fuck up a lot of shit.
Mhm.
Dude, this is a
See
fucking
that.
badass show.
Dude,
It's
is.
wild. It's weird. You don't know where the fuck it's going. It's
No.
violent as fuck. You know what I mean? And then it's just, I need to feel fucking titties. Like, I love that energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got gypped that one time though. Homegirl had fucking pads on. That shouldn't have count.
Yeah, I
He
shouldn't have
sure
counted.
did.
If it wasn't so fucking dumb. Oh, this latest episode. Did you watch the latest one?
Now I haven't watched it yet. I gotta
Uh,
watch
there's
it.
like part
Not
where they-
tonight or yesterday.
I'm not gonna spoil the episode for you, but there's a part where Power and Denji put on glasses, and I could not fucking stop laughing. You once you get to the part, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it was so fucking funny, and you get to
Gotcha.
meet
Yeah.
a teacher, and this teacher, I was like, oh, we're gonna get a teacher. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Jiraiya or Kakashi or like some other kind of teacher that's cool as fuck. This teacher does not fuck around. This
Okay.
teacher does not fuck around. So y'all see.
Good shit. Good shit.
I'm gonna watch it after the podcast. But then
Yeah.
also the other anime that's fucking killing it is fucking is Bleach, the
Yes.
1,000-Year Blood War. Dude, like this shit's fucking violent. This is not like your mom and pop's Bleach from earlier, from like 7 years ago. Like motherfuckers are dying, like, and they're dying gruesomely. And motherfuckers you think that are OP and they can't be killed, they're getting fucking sliced and diced like nobody's fucking business. And it's like, yo, like what the fuck? Like, where's the show going? Because like all your major player characters are fucking dead now. And then also Ichigo, he's fucking a badass. I never watched the end of the other Bleach. So I'm a little confused on how his power sets are now.
So
But, like-
you don't need to watch the end.
Okay.
The
Yeah, because I was like,
the Fullbringer like arc was not good. So yeah, you could it's all right.
yeah, I'm just kind of going with it. But like, yo, Ichigo like shows up and like you think like, oh shit about to go down, and dude, like, you're not even on my level, kid. And it's fucking it's flings him like he's a fucking ragdoll. But yeah, man, this show's fucking it's great. It's way better than the original series. Like just the fucking gore behind it and like the aspects of what's going on, and then like, you know, like I said, motherfuckers are dying and they're not coming back. Like big powerful characters are not coming back because, you know, they're missing some limbs.
Yeah, and whole bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to catch up. I definitely need to catch up with Bleach because holy shit, I have heard some really good things about it. You know.
I was
Should be-
surprised, honestly, because you know with the Fullbringer arc in the last series, like it didn't end on a high note.
Mhm.
Because you went from like the Aran cars to the Fullbringer ones, which was a low note for me. And now they came back hard as fuck with this one. I'm just like, and they had the Aran cars in there as well, and like they just get, well, you'll see, like just watch it. It's just the amount of the gore, the blood, the seriousness of it, like how weak everybody seems like right off the jump is pretty insane. Like you have people that were like strong as fuck in the last series that are like basically like children in this one and just getting murdered.
But then also we get like the last episode. There's a crazy arc that's going on between I can't remember the character's name, but homeboy, how the guy and the girl are fighting in that like secret fucking basement right now. Like there's a medical girl who apparently
Kenpachi? Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what it is. But like yeah, there's like one of the strongest person in the group is the quietest person in the group, and like there's a reason why her hair is braided a certain way, and I'm like, holy like it took me a second to realize like, wait, is this the same girl? Then like she showed her chest, and I was like, oh okay, I see. But then there's
Wait,
one
show
thing
her
I love
chest.
about-
She got some Jenny Mod titties? Or what?
No, she got a giant fucking scar on her chest, and it's ridiculous. But like,
No
there's
kidding?
another character though. There's another character, this fat chick. Like she's like fat. she's like really good at cooking. But every time she
hold on, I just got it real quick. She was so fat,
Yeah.
Blue would be okay with hitting her with a baseball bat. Anyway,
Yeah.
because she was probably smacking the shit out of me.
That-
She's super.
those are
powerful.
Blue's words. Blue's words.
Yeah. And when you're in danger, but no, like so this chick like she's hella big, but like when she cooks, like she puts all of her spiritual power into her cooking, and it causes her to lose weight. And so she turns out to be like super sexy.
She loses
Fucking
weight
crazy.
in all the right places, I guess, because
Yeah.
them
Her-
titties didn't
her-
lose weight.
Mhm.
The jiggity physics are still there. But yeah, the Bleach 1000-Year War is it's really fucking good. You guys should definitely check it out.
Good shit. I know we've been kind of helter skelter and stop and start and all that shit, but any I kind of wanted to close it on out unless there was something else we needed to
No, we
cover.
definitely can because I'm gonna have a hell of a time stitching this shit together in post.
Yeah, I was gonna
say. Yeah,
All right.
and I'm a drinking.
All right, let's
So I don't mind keep drinking. So maybe you will get past podcast tonight. Maybe you won't. I don't know. We'll call this a Schrodinger's podcast because you might not get it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's wrap it on up. Blue, what you got populating this week real quick?
Oh man, we got cousin's Christmas this weekend, I believe. Basically, it's Nancy's family side of the family, like the cousins get together and they do like a gift exchange type thing, like like that white elephant. One thing I forgot to mention, like on the last podcast, is that so I found like a Lightning McQueen Power Wheel, and I've been modifying it for my son. And like right now, I got so originally it was 6 volts with one motor on the back, like right wheel, and like it had no power. So I actually figured out, or you can find anything on Google, but like I added instead of using like a nickel battery, I'm using like a lithium battery for my power drill, which is an 18 volt. So if you do the math, the battery is like 3 times more powerful than the motor. So I had to. I ended up getting. Yeah. Well, one time I was trying it. It kind of started smoking. I was like, oh shit, this isn't good. But I have a power converter, so it turns down the power on the battery. But then I decided like, oh, you know what? Like having one motor is kind of crappy. So I got a second motor. Then I got 2 motors in the back. Like I actually got bigger. I got 12 volt motors in the back now, so they can handle the power better. But then I'm also deciding to add a remote control to the car as well, so like I can actually control it from like, because you can buy a power. It's not a power wheel, but there's like ride-on things out there. You can buy the half of remote control that you can use just for safety, the kids' safety. But you can buy one like I don't know. I think it's like $30 on Amazon. And you just wire it in. It looks pretty simple. And like what I've been doing so far is pretty easy too. It's just pretty much cutting wires and connecting stuff together and making sure the wheels turn in the right direction when you step on the gas. But yeah, after I do that, I plan on either wrapping it, like doing like a vinyl wrap, because I want to vinyl wrap it black and throw a Batman logo on there, or I might just might spray paint it. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But I like the motor is so powerful that I can ride it. Like it has enough power for that.
Bro, you're about to give your kid whiplash.
I know, right?
It's gonna get on that
That's
shit.
why. that's why I got a power regulator. So I turned it all the way down for him. But like when I was on, I had it on full power. I was like, oh shit! Like it had cool. Also, I also got to buy some rubber tires for it because
You're gonna
a
see
lot of.
you're gonna see Blue down the hill just screaming, "Oh, no brakes, no brakes!" Just like flying 35 miles an hour in this little fucking plastic big wheel or plastic
Yeah.
Stephen Queen fucking shit. Oh
But
my god!
it's kind of it's all fun. I've always wanted to do this, so it's kind of interesting that I found the power wheel and decided just to go ahead and fix it up. But I'll post some pictures when it's done. That's about it for me. Yeah.
Good shit, old ninja. What you got populated?
So I'm gonna donate my time to Stephen Boss. Yeah, Stephen Boss is best known for the DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He competed in the Wade Robinson Project on MTV. He's also a contestant on Stars Church. His most notable appearance was So You Think You Can Dance, where he became runner up in season 4 in 2008. He came back a year later. He came back to the show in 2014, or to be a judge, or 2020. I'm sorry, to be a judge. In 2014, he was a guest DJ on Ellen DeGeneres' show, and he became permanent sometime later. In 2020, he became co-executive producer on the show. He had been in some feature films like Magic Mike Double XL, Modern Family, and Step Up All In. He was found Tuesday morning at a hotel to an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was 40 years old.
Sad. He
That's
has
my.
three kids and a wife.
He has 3 kids and a wife. His oldest kid is 14.
His wife's a dancer too.
He met her on
Say
So You Think
Yes.
You Can Dance.
Been tragic.
That's my time.
It's the second time this year we lost. Well, so like we lost Jason, the Green Power Rangers too, to suicide.
Yeah, Jason David Frank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was literally 2 weeks ago. Yeah, in a hotel, he hung himself. Unfortunately. Pretty young, 40 years old. It's pretty young.
Yeah, that shit was devastatingly sad. You know, heart goes out to his fucking family. I mean, fuck. It is what it is. So.
Uh,
Damn, you could get the Genie Mon on Google Play.
God, what
This fucking dude.
that should be the name of this fucking the
Did
Jenny
you-
mod.
We're literally creating new kinks for people right now. They're
Yeah.
hearing it like, oh well, let me go look at it. All
Yeah,
of a
I'm just
sudden,
gonna
that's their
do-
life fucking kink.
You're like,
Do
holy
yourself a
shit.
favor, look on Reddit. God damn. Reddit's got its own thread for Genie Mod.
Ooh, boy. All right.
Oh man.
All right, Kronos, what you got?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to being bipedal again. I got to up my fitness. I think next, I feel like I got to do like not a New Year's resolution, but y'all know how I will stop drinking and go back to keto from time to time. That's probably gonna be next month. I've definitely gained a little bit of weight since I've been, a biped, not a biped, but like a mono whatever, one-legged for the past month and a half. Yeah,
I think they just call it plegic.
plegic.
I think so. When
Like
you just
paraplegic?
monoplegic, paraplegic is more than one. Monoplegic.
I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
I think that's right. Monoplegic.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, either way, I've been, not been feeling great since that happened, and fitness-wise, I'm not where I want to be. Probably not weight-wise either. I'm not like fat, but I can definitely feel a little bit heavier. So yeah, I think starting in January, I'm gonna go back to keto and drop drinking for a little while, and get back to where I want to be at 43 fucking years old. And and also I need to prepare better to getting back to jiu-jitsu. Hopefully I can get back tomorrow or Friday and start rolling a little bit and see how it feels with my still broken foot.
I'm about to say you're probably just gonna re-injure yourself.
I don't
So.
give a fuck.
God.
Let's
You knew that was
be
coming.
honest here. Y'all know me. I fucking rolled for like 3 months with one hand. So the only reason why, I didn't do it this time is because I couldn't drive. And even though somebody actually offered to drive me to jiu-jitsu, but I didn't want to like have like a boot on the mat. And that was like the other main thing is I don't want to wear this fucking boot that I'm walking outside in on the mat. So now that I can take my boot off and like roll around a little bit, I think I'll be okay. But I can't not do something. It's silly. I almost told my orthopedic doctor that, hey, there's no way that I'm going to stay off this foot like for like the amount of time they want me to. It's just fucking not going to happen. So if I need to have surgery, like, okay, but I can't. So right now the thing is like with my foot, yes, it's broken. Yes, my tendons are fucked up. It's healing. But the thing is right now is that they're going to wait to see next month to see how much it's healed and how much more arthritis I'm going to have in my foot. Because I already have like moderate amounts of arthritis in my foot because I've had like a lot of previous foot injuries that I just kind of ignored. And if it's significant arthritis after it heals, then they can fuse my foot, like basically just fuse my bones together in my foot. Because like where it's broken is like right next to a joint that just moves by like a couple of millimeters, so it's not a huge deal. So if they fuse it, it's not going to be like an ankle fusion or something like that. I'll be able to walk still, but it's only if the pain is like great. And like right now, it's fucking tolerable. So we'll see.
Good shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm just glad it's healing. That's good shit.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go
Jenny
with,
mod.
huh?
Jenny mod.
I mean, you know that. You know me. I've gotten,
gotta get the
exposed
pixelated
to
nuts.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go down a very dangerous spiral. Rabbit hole right after this podcast on the internet. But yeah, I'm gonna.
I need you to answer this question tomorrow morning. Can the Jenny mod throw that ass in a spiral?
I've seen it. I seen it already.
Oh, okay.
Square pussy, best pussy.
Oh, damn.
He truly is Jenny from the block.
God damn it.
That's the name of the
damn
podcast,
it.
Jenny from the block.
There you go. I like it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I'm not doing shit. I want to catch up on some. What was it? I need to see the last 2 episodes of Wednesday actually, because I'm almost there. And I'm gonna. I think on Sunday I'm gonna check out this Avatar: Way of the Water and see how it is. 3D. I want my. Yeah. See some water shit. See some water blue aliens. Let's fucking go. And
Water blue jennies.
Water blue Jenny. You know what? Actually, let's see if that fucking changes the Pornhub searches. Maybe there'll be some knobby fucking sex at the top of the fucking top 10 or something.
Well, it's probably there. Look, we're older guys. Like we heard about it literally today. So you know what that means? There's already a fucking category on it on Pornhub. We're behind the times.
There you go.
I mean, come on. We don't have to fucking stay on top of all the porn shit.
There you go.
Even though we'd like to.
Yes. All right. Well, take us out, goddammit, before we get in trouble.
You just experienced Black and the Black Times Infinity.
Infinity.
Check us out anywhere and everywhere you listen to your podcast. With Beads and BTI, that's BTHANBTI. Check out our official website, benhadproductions.com/Beads and BTI. If you are listening to us via audio, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30-ish on Pacific time on YouTube. Look for us on there. Yeah, Beads and BTI. Oh, you can email us at beadsandbti@gmail.com as well. Because we have a Discord. You want to get in? Email us and let us know you want to see Jenny Blocks.
Jenny from the block.
Minecraft Jenny.
All right.